Ladies and gentlemen, we did not think this would ever come, but we are here. We're finally watching the match. We got Vegaro versus Rizzlers on Night Haven Labs, which is Vegaro's map pick. I'm your host, Sully. You'll know me. And my co-caster is going to be Mr. Bradley himself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fun, exciting matchup that we are watching right here today. We've got two strong teams that are stacked with good top players in the South African scene. We see two hard breachers are out of the way. Maverick and Ace. That's going to make some things difficult. I'm not going to lie. Maverick and Ace are essential on Night Haven Labs, according to how people play it. Obviously, Valkyrie goes out of the way. No one wants to be spam spotted every corner they turn and having to look up at the sky trying to find a Valkyrie cam. This is Vegaro's map pick. They are going to be attacking first. Rizzlers are going to be defending. Bradley, do we have any stats on the players that are playing today?
Yeah, so in the Rizzlers team, they are actually ranked-wise have a solid lineup. All of them are in the top 25 in South Africa at the moment. We got Wicked, who is 4th. We got Skippy, who is 12th. Crisscross, 21st. Eerie, who's 24th. And Devon, who is 7th. And then Vegaro, on the other hand, only has 2 players in the top 100. So Batman is 11th and Taki is 49th. But as you and I both know, Sully, ranked is completely different to competitive play, so this is going to be a very interesting game. And yeah.
That is absolutely correct. Ranked has nothing to do with this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a comp matchup, so what Bradley said was absolutely correct. I must say, Mira, I've seen Mira play. Okay, this thing is very choked. Sorry, gentlemen. Let me just fucking try to sort this thing out. My god, there we go. Interesting lineup from Rizzlers here. We've got Skippy on the castle, Wicked on a bandit, probably to get the bandit tricking off and ready and started. I won't lie to you, I have lost my thing. Sorry people, let me just quickly put auto resolution. For some reason, it's not, yeah, there we go. It's not showing me my mouse for some reason, so I really can't change players. This is gonna be fun. Let me do that actually. Oh, it's a bit wanky. Nope, that's for some reason letting me only watch one person. Okay. Sorry about that, people. I don't know what the flip is going on with the costing thing of Siege. It is very buggy right now though, I must admit to you. I finally found my thing, but it's now not showing us anything. Wow. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Chris running across there.
That's a bit risky. Oh, we see some Echo taking some damage.
Banner would still be holding that.
Oh, we see Echo's taking some damage. He's trying to hold electrical. They are trying to go for the breach inside of...
A bomb has been located.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh,
Skippy seems like he's a bit... Yeah, seems like Skippy is a bit stuck in that corner over there. They know he's there. He's trying to challenge him. Skippy and Batman are going at it right now. Oh, what a C4 from Wicked! Unfortunately, we couldn't see that in full action, but what a bandit C4 from inside of sight. Skippy gets traded out by a person walking straight into breach. Warden absolutely kills the living hell out of Habana coming up rafters. We got the Blackbeard outside. He knows Warden is there. Warden swings him, but there's no one to be swung. I must admit I'm very annoyed with this thing and the fact that it's not letting us see other people's point of views. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Alright. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this thing is a little bit buggy right now. It's not letting me really cast this properly. But we can see what's going on right here. We see, oh my god, okay. Wow. 5skin trades out Wicked from behind the mirror. Good shots from 5skin there. Which is known as Nate, in other words. Please make it 16 by 10. Alright, people are requesting to make it 16 by 10.
It's already 16.
Is it? Let me just make sure. There we go, now it's 16 by 10. That is a good resolution. Mira and Blackbeard are going at it right now. Oh, what a C4 to cancel out the plant, but unfortunately the Mira gets killed. They tried to go for him. Okay, I won't lie to you, I really want... Oh, there we go. Now the mouse is working. Okay, it seems like the first round goes to Vegaro. Very good attacking. They traded out the people correctly. We saw some amazing C4s from Rizzlers' side. I mean, there was an absolute C4 that got chucked all the way through IT wall into the hallway outside. And unfortunately, we couldn't see everything live in action. And yeah, the mouse keeps going away. I'm so confused. How I'm supposed to swap players, guys.
The arrows? Try the arrows?
Tried that, but it's not working. Oh! No? It's not letting me,
Someone said use your number pad.
numpad?
5 seconds.
Oh my god, it is! No. No, it's only swapping to certain people. For some weird reason.
Defuse the bomb.
Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, okay. So we got Wicked with the bandit trick right here. Skippy with the castle. He's trying to get shot from bottom of rafters. Ah, I see how it works now. Okay, okay. Thank you for whoever said that. You really helped out. Bana has a nice cam inside of Aqua over there. The Warden is playing a very interesting shield in rafters. He's playing in a very difficult position, I must admit. He has to watch out for multiple places. Luckily he has castles to help him out and to slow down the push. By the looks of it, it seems like they are trying to get IT wall again. They know that the Warden is there. They're trying to open things up and put some pressure on him. But Warden does not seem to be phased. I'm not sure if he saw the drone or not, or he's just choosing to ignore it, but...
I think this drone does see him laying down. Yeah, he's pinging it. They just, all they need to do is pre-fire him and he's...
That is very correct. It seems like they were going to do it, but he moves just in time.
I'd say Crisscross got very lucky over there.
I must admit, that is true. I mean, he knows that he's being droned out, but he's just full confidence swinging. He knows where he is. Oh, there we go. He's attempting to go for the drone now. He hears it. He gets the drone eventually. This is a very interesting battle here between Crisscross and Disliking. Disliking takes some damage. Crisscross is untouched right now. He's flashing him, but unfortunately he's flashing a Warden. I'm not sure if he knows that or not. It seems like now Blackbeard is going to try and push Warden out of there. But Warden is not alone. Warden is not alone. He has someone in rafters helping him out, and that's the Castle. Castle sees him. He's just waiting for the right time, and there it is! There it is! Skippy kills Taki on the Blackbeard top of rafters. He did not realize that he was in the corner. That is an insanely good pick for them. Blackbeard on this side is atrocious to fight against. He just takes up a lot of space. On the other hand, we see Habana taking some action. They popped the mirror. This is a very awkward position to be in right here. Necrosis picks out Wicked. We didn't see that happening. Disliking's just sitting underneath the mirror, hoping. He's waiting for his teammates to drone him in. It seems like they can go for a plant, but Rizzlers are confident they can get the C4s. They are holding tight corners and being droned out. We see Skippy. Skippy, oh my god, Skippy is just on one right now. Oh. Wow. What a round from Skippy. What a round from Skippy. Insanely big picks that he got. We see an absolute lovely shot on a Blackbeard. I really have to say Skippy was a turning point in that round right there. He got the Blackbeard, He got another person in electrical. He got a third person in electrical, which was the final kill. I see them taking the mirror again. And they are going basement this time. We've got Fenrir, Solus.
He held those rafters like his life depended on it, and he really did well.
He did. He absolutely did well. I must say, the Blackbeard was in an awkward position up there. Unfortunately, as he's throwing the grenade, he gets caught with his shield down. And he's just trapped in that corner. He couldn't do much about it. We see an interesting setup here with Solus, Fenrir, mirrors, and a castle again. It seems like castle is just really important to them right now. It's delaying time for them, which has given them that breathing chance. Vegaro won, Rizzlers won. This matchup is going to be beautiful. I can just see it.
Yes, we are in for a lovely night of Siege right now.
That is very correct.
5 seconds left.
Solus on the roam.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Seems like to be a nice extension into upstairs. The upstairs lounge and the storage area. It seems like they don't want to give that up easily. I can see they've set up a couple of things. They've set up a mirror facing the main breach, and they have catered the main breach. And it's very interesting because Vegaro have nobody to counter the mirrors. There is no one that can shoot the mirrors out. But it seems like they found the Solus. He looked away at the worst time possible! And he almost gets him through the wall bang. He knows that he's there. Very amazing shots from the Croesus. His crosshair placement here seems to be pinpoint accurate, but it just seems like his timing is just slightly off. She's getting absolutely pushed from every angle. She gets absolutely molded down.
Do they see?
By a double push.
Do they see the flank over here?
Oh, they did not see the flank. Skippy. Skippy once again with the flank.
Huge from Skippy again.
They've got no Buck, no Jackal. They still have some sort of vertical play from Batman. Skippy just seems to be a thorn. Oh! That was a very interesting angle, I must admit. I don't think Skippy could see Batman, but Batman could see him. That's Pika's advantage for you, ladies and gentlemen. We can see Chris Ross is flanking here. It seems like he's made some good movement. The Dokkaebi call comes in. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever you see a Dokkaebi call, get ready to see people play and make moves, because people execute off of it. He sees him on the stairs. He knows there's another one up there. He sees all the gadgets. They have some sort of control, but not complete vertical control, which can hurt them. We see Ram on the other hand opening up sight, standing on top of the table. And would you look at that? We still have a person out of sight waiting for those electrics to go away. He is waiting for Batman to get those electrics out of the way. Other than that, he's just a sitting duck out there. They're trying to get single wall closed, but he just can't seem to find it. It's right there in front of him. He missed it. He missed it. Does he find it? Yes, he does. There we go. He gets the wall. Now Thermite's just gonna open it. We see some shots here from... Sliking seems to take a bit of damage there. Devon knows that they are playing right above him. He hears them. He doesn't have a C4, unfortunately. They smoke it. It seems like they want to try and go for plant. They have 12 seconds remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, I called it again. And we see it once more. Vegaro with a late execution, but can they get it correct? He gets the plant down. He kills the guy on hatch, and he gets traded out. Amazing work from Rizzlers. I've never seen better refragging than that. Absolutely fantastic refragging from Rizzlers. Vegaro just could not get the plant safely out of the way. They were very close. The smoke was there, but unfortunately, they just couldn't get it in time. What do you think about that, Bradley?
Yeah, I think oof, that's a lot to process. Yeah, Vegaro did an amazing job of getting rid of the Solus initially, but losing their Jackal and their Buck that early on as well, I think also slowed down their push. So I think that's kind of what lost them that round there. in my opinion, because if they still had the jackal, they would have known there were others roaming, and they would have been able to clear out that vert and get that plant down and not lose the hatch.
That is absolutely correct. Very strange from Crisscross not to claim the... It seems like he's just going for the ones that are coming into sight, and he's gonna hunt the ones... Oh, no, there it is. He's placing them down now. Oh, does he get the one? Oh. I think he could have stolen that one there, but he chooses to destroy it. I think he has a better game plan in hand. He wants to save him up so he doesn't get droned. He wants to be the roamer up there. It seems like Fenrir is upstairs helping him as well. We got Devon putting a lot of... it seems like Batman is going for the Twitch here. They could do some damage to the Goyos that are placed down. Twitch is an amazing pick against... Goyo. I think we're just gonna get that popped out early, out of the way. As we know, Vegaro is a team that plays late executions, and Goyo can hurt them. But they are smart enough to pick a Twitch and get it out of the way.
Let's see if he can get past all the mutes.
That is very correct. We've got mutes. We've got mutes placed down everywhere. We have some sort of vert play upstairs. We do have actually a heavy upstairs presence. We've got only currently... We've got no one in sight. Yeah. I can confirm there is nobody in sight. That is amazing confidence from... Yep, that is absolutely correct. There is absolutely no one in sight whatsoever. It seems like Batman is taking a fight on here. He knows someone's inventing. Oh! Necrosis.
Bomb located by attackers.
Necrosis finds Mozzie through the footsteps and kills him. He's currently droning out warehouse. He's trying to go to warehouse entrance. We've got the Nomad pushing in. She knows there's someone playing in there. They want to open that wall. Wicked is already on such low HP as well. This is going to be a very difficult round for Rizzlers to pull through. But don't lose hope just yet. It seems like majority of Vegaro are currently inside of storage. They are just trying to get storage and lounge control. They're watching out for the flank.
Still the Rizzlers up there for vert.
That is correct. Eerie is the changing factor here. They are aware that there's one more, but they're just not giving him that much attention. They know they are safe. They have nomads placed down. It seems like they're currently droning out. They're being patient. They're trying to get an easy pick. They know he's gonna swing it, and he gets a knockdown. Batman gets an absolute beautiful knock. He knows he can use him. Oh, look at that. Batman just aggresses way too early. And now they get picked off the wall one by one. It's a 2v2. We've got one downed. They don't know that. They think it's still a 2v2. It is currently a 2v1. They have no clue. This angle. Oh, what a shot from... What a beautiful shot. That was an amazing shot. He doesn't even see his head. He just sees the bullet traces, and he absolutely takes advantage of that, beaming the guy. His teammate goes down. He sees the bullet traces. He instantly acts on it. We see disliking on the Monty now. We've got Vegaro 2, Rizzlers 2. It's a lot of high action gaming, ladies and gentlemen. If we can't keep up with this, I'm sure you guys can understand why. It is just absolutely pure
It looks like the
siege
Rizzlers are
chaos.
going to be sticking with their strategy of having Castle and Warden on the rafters, making sure that no Blackbeard or Shield can push through there for them.
That is absolutely correct. Are we gonna see the same exact mirror setup? And is this time... it'll be very interesting if Necrosis... my god, it's a hard name to say. If he stays on the Ash, it'll be very interesting to see it against the mirror, because they have no sort of form, or like any form, to counter that. They don't have any Jaeger. I don't think the electric can block it, if I'm not mistaken.
The electrics cannot.
Necrosis is gonna stay on the Ash, yeah. Necrosis stays on the Ash. Taki might change over to the Twitch. I think the Capital could be very good here for Rafters play, I must admit.
Moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
We get the TK, the...
Oh my goodness, we absolutely did not catch that. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We should have seen that TK live in action. But Devon seems to smack the living hell out of Bandit.
Looks like he was trying to make head holes and...
I mean, it has to be the case. It has to be the case. It's gonna hurt Rizzlers very much. Bandit is quite important.
Did he get his electrics down, was the question.
It's very interesting. We can see that based on the... Look at that. We got Batman destroying the castle early. He knows it's gonna create pressure. The bandits are gone, and just like that, the wall is as free as a sample at checkers. It is as free as a free sample at checkers. It's just open. That's gonna hurt them, I must admit. Can they recover from that? I see a fight here happening between Crisscross. He's getting burned. But Batman jumps straight into the scopes of him. He almost gets traded out.
Very well challenged by Crisscross over there, but he is refragged.
However, he is. Necrosis absolutely takes advantage of that. Oh, he didn't see him. I must admit, Skippy is in one hell of a fight right now. He's fighting people from top rafters, bottom rafters, main breach. I mean, he's just... It's everywhere happening at once. They have a Monty pushing them. It's a 4v2, but two of people's Vegaros are very low. He's using the Monty against him. That is absolutely amazing. Monty swings, he knows it's another person, he can't over-aggress. He hears the C4 being ripped. The C4 doesn't get anyone.
If there's anyone who can hold these rafters, it is Skippy.
That is absolutely correct. 5skin goes down.
And there goes Skippy, unfortunately.
Disliking. Perfect Monty play. It's a 2v1. They've got side control. Mira knows they have to get the plant down. He just doesn't get the C4 that he plays correctly. He sees where he is. The plant is gonna go down. They've got a Monty and Twitch holding it. Twitch is all the way in rafters. He knows they might play behind the mirror, but there's no one there. What a beautiful shot by Devon. But now a Monty faces him.
The main elephant in the room.
That is absolutely correct. Is he going to get it? Is Devon going to get it? Is Disliking going to allow this to happen?
As long as this Monty is passive and doesn't drop his
I think it's too late. I think it's too late whether he gets him or not. It's too late now. Absolutely beautiful play by Monty. We see him take control. He does get the kill, but that matters not right now because the plant is down, the plant is over. What a beautiful run from Vegaro. I mean, that Monty just made the biggest difference in the world. If I'm being honest, he was almost a con more than a pro for Vegaro, because I saw Batman using the Monty as a shield to kill Vegaro's teammate. The other Vegaro teammate behind him.
Skippy, not Batman.
Was it Skippy?
Yes, because
apologies. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. It was Skippy.
Yes.
So that's very interesting. What's one interesting way of using Monty. I must admit, if he just had to put his shield down and punch you, that is one terrifying way to go out. But unfortunately, he didn't. Or fortunately, he didn't, because the Monty just did absolute work up there. He was patient enough. He got the kill. They're gonna get the hash. It's a very similar lineup, but it does seem like they're focusing more on getting frags more than holding site now, because the mirror is gone, the mute is gone. It seems like they've got a visual and a Mozzie to roam.
Intel. They got the vigil, the hive, Mozzie, and
they've got a lot of roamers. I must say, Solus, Mozzie and Visual on the roam is going to be very interesting to watch. It seems like we've got a complete Vegaro change. Look at that. Disliking on Grim. Necrosis is going to be on IQ. Batman is going to be Glaz. 5skin on the Thermite. And Techie on the Ash. I mean, they are a versatile team. I must admit. I mean, Disliking goes from Grim to a Monty. Necrosis went from a Ash to a IQ. I mean, you need that in a team. It's absolutely beautiful play from them, and Rizzlers are also diverse as well, but I see that some of them just prefer playing the characters that they are good with. Taki gets some damage here from Skippy. Skippy with a beautiful, beautiful reflexes. He gets a slight bit of his bum there and he jumps out of the railing. It seems like they got the wall open. We almost saw a TK there.
They're about to rush side.
Almost saw a TK. The Grim is going to push back players. There is no vert play coming through. The double breach is closed. It's the single breach you have to worry about, Visual. But does he know that? They've got a glass. They can't do anything about it. They don't have it. And there it is. There it is, the absolute execution. 5skin is going for...
I think there was a little bit of team damage there.
That is correct, but we didn't notice. We got smokes. The smokes have run out. Can anyone stop the plant? Yes, absolutely, from the vert. The vertical play. And another one. Visual is absolutely doing works up there. He knows that they're there. He gets a beautiful shot.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
They recovered the bomb. It's just one person alive. They've got the whole of site control. They plant, but he can't get it. That is absolutely criminal.
Very well played.
Very well played. He just knows where they are. It's like he has a UAV. It's amazing. He gets another pick. It's basically a 1v1 with the amount of health that Necrosis has. But the plant is going to go down. It seems like Visual is trying to make his way down, but he's still playing Vert as well. Batman is holding inside of EXO. IQ is basically an inch of hair away, but Visual has no health whatsoever. He's gonna use his ability, he's gonna go down EXO. But does he know that Batman is holding it right there? Batman absolutely kills him. I mean, there's nothing you could do about that. He was left in an awkward situation. He tried his best. I must say, I must give props to Visual for playing absolute beautiful roam upstairs. And the vertical play stopped 2 plants and killed that person. I must admit, that was beautiful play from Visual, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I mean, he denied that plant twice. Wasting as much time as he could, but unfortunately with most of their players still up, they just had numbers to waste when it was all of them against one of them.
That is absolutely correct. Vegaro for Rizzlers 2.
But now we see the switch inside, so now we can see
Defenders
how
protect your bombs from
Vegaro
by
defends.
attackers.
That is absolutely correct. It seems like
Even
Mira...
the score.
Apologies for that. It seems like Mira is a very big pick on Night Haven Labs, I must admit. I think we've seen her in majority of rounds. We see the Monty being played alongside the Ash, Thermite, Striker, and IQ, which is a very interesting lineup. It seems like they want to open up, they want to take space, and by the looks of it, Vegaro looks like they are there to respond. They've got the traps, they've got the electrics, they've got
10 seconds left
2
before
C4s, however, so they have to use them quite wisely here.
5 seconds
It
to
seems
go.
like we're gonna see a I was about to say that she is not...
C4, right?
Excuse me?
Warden still gets his C4.
Yeah, Warden still has a C4, but unfortunately it seems like he's picked a shield, rather. He wants to hold something with a shield.
Strategy might be doing what the Rizzlers did and holding rifles.
That is correct. Look at that. That's very interesting tech right here. Oh, Batman trades out Skippy over there. We didn't see that happening, but it seems like Ash tried to rush, maybe. The wall seems like it's gonna be open. The mirror tech seems like it's not gonna work this time. The wall is opened into IT. Rizzlers are man down. Vegaro still have numbers, they still have health. And it seems like there's still no map control taken from Rizzler's side. He hears the guy on the pot plants playing there. He knows that he's hiding there. But the problem is, can he act on it? He seems like to... Oh! Little interesting looks over there. But there's a rotate. He's just gonna rotate through and use the mirror there. It seems like Monty's decided, nope, I'm not gonna push that. Let me rather push something else.
Yes, funny enough, the Legion is one of Monty's counters. So I don't think he was comfortable enough pushing that.
That is absolutely correct. Oh my god, it seems like the grenade just did not get the shield there. And the drone is gone as well now. Monty is going to rush in. The shield is still up there, which can do damage to them. But it seems like they're not gonna swing that. By the looks of it, Warden is holding a very tight angle here onto rafters. This is going to be a very awkward push for Rizzlers. I mean, they are in a very awkward position with multiple crossfires watching them. There is just crossfires upon crossfires watching them from every angle. And it seems like any slight bit of mistake from their side can... There we go, what a beautiful shot from Taki all the way inside of CC hallway. And another shot. But seems like Batman gets it. Batman gets traded out by Devon. Devon is the only one alive right now. Can he do wonders and magic for Vegaro? He knows where the Warden is, but unfortunately there's just too many crossfires that he has to fight. It seems like the Warden has moved, but does he know? He has no clue. Warden gets it absolutely beautifully. He hides, he tucks the corner, he hides, he waits for it, and absolutely shreds the person on rafters. I must admit they left him in an awkward situation. I mean, the first pick from Batman onto Skippy is absolutely lethal.
Huge. Very
That
huge.
that Ash does make the difference.
Yes.
It seems like now we'll be heading down to basement.
Yeah, I think Vegaro played that very well with their patience. They didn't ego peek anything. They passive aggressive, peaked when they needed to, didn't peak when they didn't have to. Held it very well.
That is absolutely correct, and I'll have to agree with that because they are just known to be a very patient team. And I must say, if there's one big advantage to this team, it's the time that they use. They know that time is on their side, whether they're on attack, defense, whether their men are lower than the others, or whether they have less manpower. They just know that time is on their side, and we love to see it from them. Rizzlers, on the other hand, seems like they are just trying everything in their willpower to get things opened and take map control, and Vegaro is just always there to respond, which is beautiful from them. It seems like Rizzlers are going for quite a hefty change here with some vertical play and a lot of hard breaches. Actually, no, we have one hard breacher, which is Habana, which is very interesting for a site like basement since there's so many walls to be open.
And something else I've noticed, the kills across the scoreboard are looking very, very similar on both teams. So it's just coming down to the plants and the time.
That is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. With the two players of the highest kills from each team is going to be Necrosis and it's going to be Devon. Both going 8-4, 8-4, and they are almost identical with stats. We see a fight happening here between Batman, Techie, and, if I'm not mistaken, it's Habana. No, I am mistaken, it's not Habana. But look how patient they are. I mean, we see Legion with the roam downstairs. But look at that, Ram has an absolute beautiful... Oh, he spots the drone, he knows that it's drone. Ram pushes in.
I don't think we should have known that drone was on him if...
He moved it, that is
Ram had not
absolutely
turned it,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. If he didn't turn it, he would have not known.
But now they know that the Legion's there and they can squeeze
And
him
Legion
out.
is already out of there, and he knows that there's someone playing the vert above him. But he's just tucked behind there. It seems like they're going to play from 2 floors above. I've seen this before, I just have never seen it executed correctly. Is this going to be the first? It seems like they're trying to clear the roamers from a floor above, which is very interesting.
They definitely know that the Legion is still around there somewhere.
That is correct.
The Legion's doing a very good job of not being too aggressive as well.
That is absolutely correct. He knows he's a Fenrir, so he knows he can't be pushed. Disliking once again with a beautiful pick on cargo stairs on Devon, which is their top fragger right now. And we see Batman
Taking on Skippy again.
get
Huge.
Skippy.
Batman with another one!
Batman is just on one right now.
Criss Cross with a very good refrag there.
Absolutely correct. Batman had to go out. I mean, he just couldn't be left alone to do whatever he wants. Good on Criss Cross for stopping that. Seems like they've got vert control now and they got the hatch.
Yep.
Oh, they're just gonna drop the hatch. Oh wow. The
30
two dropped the
seconds left,
hatch.
they have to make a play.
And it seems like there's no one inside to respond. The plant is gonna go down. Habana's almost done.
Criss
He knows
Cross
that she's
is-
around the corner. He knows there's one. Oh, and
Attackers need
Necrosis just absolutely gets Wicked as soon as he finishes. He gets him down. He knows there's another one, but the refragging is just amazing. He knows this time. He's going to raise his teammate back up. Get up, soldier. The fight isn't over. It's 6-2 for Vegaro. One round stops Vegaro from taking map 1 on Night Haven Labs. We see some else being drawn over there on the feather.
The Rizzlers did a very good job at seeing the gap and getting the plants, but unfortunately, the buck, who planted? Who was the one that planted?
Wicked was the person that planted.
Wicked.
Absolutely beautiful plant, but as soon as
he finished the plant, he got killed.
that is correct, and I must say,
Yeah.
drop in hatch, and just, you know, the information they got that everyone was upstairs and that there's no one inside, and they acted on it immediately. They got the plant down, everything was done correct from their side. They were just unfortunate that there was still an anchor inside, and that's all it took to stop the planter from going into a safe position to hold the plant.
Yeah.
And they just got the
I think
refrag.
that if the Wicked had survived that round, could have got there.
That is absolutely correct. I must admit, Batman is doing wonders right now for Vegaro. If I had to give one person praise, it would be Batman, because he's just absolutely getting the most vital kills at the most vital times. Devin, on the other hand, was picked off, unfortunately, earlier than what we wanted in that last round. But it seems like he's gone back on the ram. It seems like he's gonna stay. Skip is gonna stay on the Deimos. They are just tired of them roaming, so they are gonna clear them out with the Deimos. I'm sure Dokubi is also gonna be a great help there. Necrosis on the Solus inside of sight. The extension.
Solus is actually outside of sight.
Oh,
Apologies,
just out of sight. Taki, however, with the legions inside of sight, holding control room on his own. He is playing the Vert to help the people below him. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Just have to give me one moment. There we go. Apologies for that. It seems like they love to do this mirror on the main breach. They're waiting for someone to breach it. IQ here. Oh, very interesting plays from IQ. Look at that. She knows the Solus is using her ability, but does the Solus know? Does the Solus know that IQ is using her ability? That's very interesting. Look at that. She's waiting for her. She knows she's there, and she moves away just as soon as she reaches.
Necrosis. Gadget versus gadget, right? Yeah.
That's absolutely correct there, Bradley. Necrosis knows that. He knows that he's there. He hears him. He calls for Batman for help. Batman is there, ready to swing aggressively. He knows the drone is there. He doesn't get droned out in the corner, but he already knows he's there. He doesn't need the drone. It seems like Batman now is known where he is. What does IQ do? Does IQ...
And it seems like IQ has been called for some help now as well. I think I see some of the Rizzlers rotating.
Look at that. Batman just reads it. Batman reads the person helping. Taki gets killed by Skippy. Crisscross gets killed by the Solus sitting in the corner. He sees the plant going down, but it's too late. The plant has gone down. Batman kills Wicked. Eerie refrags almost immediately and kills Batman. The call goes out. He knows there's someone around his corner. He double flashes him and swings it. Absolutely beautiful. Fenrir still did a good amount of damage there. Dokubi is going to get pushed from two people. Is he going to try and long arm it? Necrosis kills him. There's one person is going to long arm it, but there's still... Absolutely beautiful grenade, but he jumps in at the worst time possible. And disliking diffuses. Vegaro takes the match. Sorry. Vegaro takes the map that they have picked on defense with a 7-2. Necrosis with 12 and 4 with an absolute beautiful last round from him.
Very well played by Vegaro.
Absolutely well played by them, but unfortunately now they have to go to Rizzlers map. So let us see if they can perform as good as they did.
And I must admit the Rizzlers did not play bad either, so...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely correct. I must admit, beautiful, beautiful round. Beautiful siege, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we saw beautiful siege right here. I mean, if we could show you some of the replays, you'll see amazing plays from Batman. He was just getting absolutely important kills. And Skippy was there challenging him as well. I must say, Skippy and Batman were going at it round for round. It was like going band for band. I love to see it. It was beautiful.
Kind of like a Spoit versus Bolo type.
Absolutely, that is absolutely correct. I must admit, the two teams are amazing. Their playstyle is very interesting. The ops that they've picked are very similar. I must admit, I've noticed that there's a lot of similarities between the team when it comes to ops, but it's just completely different playstyles.
As well.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct.
Setups are similar, but again, Rizzlers. Was it Rizzlers who just played off-site most of the time? They had a lot of roamers, or was it Vegaro?
No, it was Rizzlers. Rizzlers played almost. They played the one round with actually no person in sight, which was very interesting. I think they won that round as well.
I think they did win that round, yes.
But it seems like VE is going to take the first map, which is absolutely well played from him. I mean, I must admit, as a person that has played against Vegaro on Night Even Labs, they know what they're doing. They're confident on that map. And as we saw once again, the timing with the plants is just it's hard to get past. You know, you have to challenge something that's that difficult. You're gonna be nervous. You know, whether you like it or not, you have to be nervous because you think, listen, we've won it. There's no time anymore. But they just pull something out of the hat every single time, and it's always beautiful to watch. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, VE takes map 1. We are gonna be heading now to Cafe with VE defending first, and Rizzlers are going to attack. Let's remember that Cafe is Rizzlers' map choice. If they win it, then we will see a map 3, which is Chalet. But if VE win Cafe, then it's game over. VE goes through to the, not the grand finals, the upper bracket finals, which basically means the semi-finals, because the winner of the upper bracket final goes to the grand final, which is the ultimate final. It's a bit confusing, but you guys can get it.
Vegaro won map 1, right?
That is correct. Vegaro takes map 1, and very well played from them. I must admit, there's stars all around. Everyone knows what they're doing. It's just a matter of who messes up first when it comes to these two teams, because they are both just absolutely lethal.
I wouldn't even say it's messing up, it's who gets the most important picks first.
That is very correct. I mean, we did see some important picks happening in the beginning. Especially when it was the Ash that got traded. I think it was Skippy and Batman once again. But I must admit, in your opinion, who was the MVP of the first map?
MVP of the first map? Ooh. I genuinely think, and I think you're going to say it too, Batman for Vegaro and Skippy for the Rizzlers.
I have to admit,
Skippy held down and was the reason why they managed to win those 2 rounds as well.
I have to agree with you. I must say, Batman was just. I mean, listen, he wasn't the top fragger, but I mean, people that know Siege know that the impact that a player can have without any kills is just as important with someone with many kills. And we saw that with Batman. He was playing absolutely beautiful there. He refragged, he helped his teammates. He was just a thorn in their backside. That's the best way to describe it, I must admit. And on the other spectrum, Skippy was just on it at all times. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, he was their top fragger? Is that correct?
I don't think Skippy was their top fragger.
Oh, it might have been Devon, actually. That is correct.
Devon.
I think it is. It was. That is correct. It was Devon. But I mean, still, Skippy was getting vital spots on the map quickly. He did get punished for it the once. We have to say that. That is
There was a
correct.
few times where he was one of the. I think there were 2 rounds where he was actually first picked, and I think that's also what hurt Rizzlers as well.
That is correct. But I mean, what can you do when you are the entry fragger? You have to be the one that dies sometimes, you know.
Yes.
We see that at all times. But despite that, on defense he was very good. He was the one that was stopping Batman from getting more and more kills, because Batman was just on one, and then Skippy would just come in and say, hold on there, let's calm down, let's relax. It's in my control now.
100%. I can agree with you.
I must admit,
But I'm interested to see what's Vegaro do here, because Cafe is also very vertical map. I wonder if Rizzlers are gonna play offside again with everyone like they did on the one round.
That actually is very, very correct, I must admit. And you know what's another thing? What I actually wanted to ask you this before, but which of the plays was your favorite in the first map?
My favorite? I want to say my favorite was the IQ versus Solus over there, because that was quite funny. They both found each other on the gadgets, both knew each other they were on the gadgets.
That is absolutely correct, I must admit.
It came down to who was able to help who from their teammates, and unfortunately for Rizzlers, Vegaro's Batman managed to kill the IQ's help. So
that is absolutely correct. I must admit that was a funny moment. But personally for me, and this might be biased to the people that know me in the stream, this might be biased, but for me, the best player was Monty. Monty pushing up rafters, taking control. He's just patient, you know. I mean, he did get used, and the teammates did get shot. But
and the people who know you even better know that you would have dropped your shield and ego challenge.
100%. I mean, 100% of the times. Out of 9 times, 10 times I would have dropped my shield.
Yes,
let me put it into perspective for the people. I mean, and he does that at a certain time, but he just picks it out perfectly. He was so patient. He made sure the castle was looking away, and he was distracted with something else, and he took advantage of that. He goes into sight, he gets the plant down, he gets the flip and distraction. I mean, he was just perfect that round, I must admit. He was a perfect Monty there, and for me that was the play of the play of the first round, or the first map, shall I say. But now we are gonna see once again map 2, Cafe. Vegaro is going to be
There's just so many ways to play Siege, and so many ways to play different operators, and that's why we love this game. I mean, 2 ends of the spectrum of that multiplayer we just saw there.
That is absolutely correct, and I must say, you are correct. I'm actually very excited to see how they play with the vertical, or with the verticality of Cafe, because it's a very vertical played map. There is just wooden floor upon wooden floor everywhere.
Yeah, and the roles have changed now, so now we'll see Vegaro defend first instead of the Rizzlers.
That is correct. It seems like both teams are ready, ladies and gentlemen, and we are about to load in. So let us. As we can see, it's map 2.
The Rizzlers are going to ban a Monty here.
That is correct. Let's see. And look at that. Look at the love in the chat. Good luck. Have fun with a heart. Thank you, Sully, for the stream. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We get some recognition from the players right here. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. But let's focus on the game. Let's not give the attention to me, you know. I must say, what an interesting ban. That is a very interesting ban. I think Vegaro is too busy thanking me.
I think that is actually the last operator I expected.
I'm gonna have to side with you on that one. I am absolutely shook at that Rora is banned.
Like an anti-roam, like a Jackal or a.
That is absolutely correct. And Blackbeard gets. I mean, that's an obvious one. It's a no-brainer. Blackbeard out of the way. He's just an annoying person to be dealing with.
And I'm gonna call it, I think, a mirror ban right over here.
This would be very smart of them. Castle. That's very interesting. That is very, very interesting. I guess they're just tired of them being held out and just having to punch and make a beat on those castle walls.
That is very true.
Vegaro banned Mira and they on defense first. I mean, you did call the Mira banned, but it was just not the right time. But I mean, it's still there. It's still banned. Which is very surprising for a team that's defending first. I would have thought they would have been able to use her upstairs. But it seems like the first place we're going to be going to is not upstairs, and it's going to be kitchen. We've got Vegaro, map 1, and Cafe which is Rizzlers map choice on map 2. If they win this, if Vegaro win this, they are our match winner today, and they go to the upper
Defenders,
bracket
protect the
final.
bombs from being defused by attackers.
Very interested to see how this site is set up. Batman is going to be on the Tubarao, Taki is going to be on the Warden, and the top fragger, Mr. Necrosis, is going to be on the Goyo to slow down time. Disliking.
They're making a rotation to the blue zone, and they're doing an extension into white zone.
It would be a very interesting extension. I must admit, if that is an extension, and he just didn't use it so he doesn't have to go all the way around, then that is a very interesting extension. And I want to see this being played, because this is going to be absolutely beautiful siege right here.
Barbed wire. Yeah, so they are definitely doing an extension.
That is
Very
correct.
interesting to see how this plays out.
Warden is all the way up above. We got Cade inside, Batman inside of VIP. Necrosis is still in kitchen.
The Rizzlers only have a lot of
And look at that, Twitch is just absolutely going
Yeah.
for those Goyos, destroying them
About to
one
say,
by one.
Utility, they got the Flores, they got the Twitch, they got the Zofia.
That's absolutely correct. And look at that beautiful angle. He doesn't. Oh, what a shot from Crisscross onto Taki. It seems like he was in Timbuktu, but he still got it. I love that angle. That's a beautiful angle from Crisscross. It seems like 5skin is also traded out by Skippy. It seems like they've got small, big, and oh my god, and they just keep getting more. It seems like Rizzlers just know their way around this map, and we can see it. Disliking is in a very awkward position. He knows that he's there. He gets the kill. Beautiful aim from him. He knows there's another one there. He's gonna smoke it off. He's gonna smoke that one off and try to go for the rest, but he's just getting tagged. It's just overwhelming. 2 are down. It's only Disliking up. The smokes are holding him out, but not for much longer. It seems like they don't know that they got knocked, because they are still looking. Oh, look at that. Flores now, it just knows. Flores also might have seen him. And look at that. Absolutely beautiful push from Rizzlers. Beautiful angles. I mean, I must admit that angle from outside repelled was absolutely beautiful. It was such a long angle, and it was played so correctly. It got a very nice kill.
The Rizzlers noticing that they were downstairs and not upstairs first, and switching to their anti-utility operators. Very, very, very smart choice on their
I mean,
side.
that's correct. And look at that. Vegaro instantly go to the 3rd floor.
And we can see the exact same lineup from the Rizzlers.
That is correct. It is. I mean, they are confident with their push. They know what they need to get done, and they just doing it perfectly. Twitch almost instantaneously destroyed Goyos, which Vegaro could not play off, which I think they were relying on a lot. But it seems like Vegaro is going for the Goyo again. And I believe Rizzlers are going to stay on the Twitch. They just know that they're going to take the Goyo, and they know they can hurt them by just destroying all of them. There's no mute to block out the Twitch drone, which is also very interesting.
Bomb
Rizzlers
located
have
by
now
attackers.
noticed that they're upstairs, have changed
10
off the
seconds
Flores to an
to
IQ and the Nomad to a Thatcher.
It is correct. I personally have not seen a Thatcher being played on this site, but I'm very interested to see how it's played.
Defuse a bomb.
I think the Thatcher is actually going to be used for the Renegates. Doesn't have any electric.
That is that. Oh, okay. That. Oh, wow. Did not think of it that way. We see the bulletproof can on top of heaven. Oh, the window just doesn't want to break. I mean, if this stream was sponsored by anyone, it would be PG Glass, because that window did not want to break, unless it just didn't break for us. Very interesting spot from 5skin to play. I won't lie to you, it's a very risky spot as well. I mean, there's a lot of places that you can get killed from, but he's confident in himself and he knows he can get it right. It seems like hatches are being popped. Ace has opened up the wall that looks into a ticket, or some people would like to say small bar. And just like that, the shield... Oh, the shield is saved by the By the Jaeger.
Jaeger.
That's very interesting. I actually thought it was going to be over for that shield. But that shield's going to be a thorn in their backside. And the person that's holding it is none other than Batman. Wicked gets a trade off of a 5 skin. Batman is in a very tough position here. He knows the guy is there. Is he going to get the shot? Absolutely beautiful shot from Batman. Once again, I mean, that's the guy to watch. It seems like Skippy is making his way down. Devin is downstairs trying to create some pressure. We see Batman fighting another person. He hears them on the windows. He's calling it out to his teammates. I'm sure of it.
Very interesting hold over here with just the shield, as most people would generally take in his army.
That is correct. And we see a person. And he knows that Batman is there, and Batman knows that he's there. Look at that. Batman still thinks he's there, but it seems like Thatcher is making his way into Cigar already. Crisscross gets Batman playing behind the shield. Crisscross is inside. He knows there's a person playing behind the shield, but Necros is behind the deployable shield.
Attackers recovered the
Destroys Crisscross that tries to get him. Very interesting hold here. Disliking holding the flank. He's gonna pop the go. He knows there's 38 seconds left. Taki is inside of heaven. Gets Eerie on the Twitch. Look at that.
He just walks in.
Devin just walks in. Drops side. He gets... Oh! Taki gets him. He gets a beautiful pick with the Stu on him. And Skippy gets a crossfire that he couldn't do anything about. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful hold. Very patient from Vegaro, but it seemed like they were losing it at some point when Devin walked straight into Freezer.
That was a very, very bold play. Did he drop Skylights or did he walk in from red? Because if they dropped Skylights and they didn't hear him...
I think he's just walked in from Cigar. That's crazy.
Oh, I must admit. Sneaky, sneaky snake.
I mean, that is correct. That's the perfect way to describe it.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as
But
they
now we are gonna see library and fireplace. Fireplace?
Fireplace, yes, fireplace. No, is it fireplace?
I don't even know, to be honest with you. So we see a library and whatever the other place is called hold. Last time the Valkyrie was banned, this time it is here and ready with Taki. I'm interested to see where he places them, because this could be a very annoying operator in comp, especially with a team that's coordinated and knows what they're doing. But no need to fear. It seems like Crisscross is on the IQ and is just going to spot where those Valk camps are. Skippy is once again on the Zofia. Jackal is making his way downstairs, making sure there's no one roaming. It seems like he's just completely running in. He's been droned in. Skippy gets a good kill on 5 skin. I'm not even sure from where we... Oh, it was on the window.
Oh, it was double window.
It was on... Yes, that is absolutely correct. What a beautiful pick from Skippy. Skippy seems to be holding Skylight now, hoping to see anybody crossing by, but there's no one to cross. We are about to see an angle of angles that I've never seen work before, but if this does work, it's going to be a beautiful kill. Look at that though. Skippy is holding it perfectly. He knows. I'm interested to see if this Valkyrie gets the kill here.
I mean, this Valkyrie is very safe, tucked in sight, so the chances that a drone will see this angle is very low.
That is absolutely correct, but is there anyone that's gonna jump down? It seems like Skippy... Oh! Skippy might get a kill here! He gets a kill from person rotating. I think that was a very patient play from Skippy. I mean, Skippy has been here for the longest time. Unfortunately, the C4 gets nobody.
Very unfortunate.
It seems like Azami is alone upstairs with an enemy of 1,000,000 to fight.
And the refrag.
The refrag comes in very, at a very important time. He knows that they're going to come from there. He gets a beautiful kill on Skippy. It seems like they're opening up the wall, but they're creating false pressure because they are flanking around in the hallway. There's a person holding him. Look at that. It seems like the plant might go down now. The plant goes down in a safe corner. Valkyrie can't do anything about that plant. He's just If he had that C4, he would have been able to shoot him, but he can't do anything. And just like that, Eerie gets an important pick. Look at that quick peek.
I must say.
Beautiful timing.
Rizzlers did a very good job to get rid of that first play, and then very good job of seeing that there's only one left and just taking site.
That is
the opposite side.
That is absolutely
Cutting it
correct. I mean, as well as the first shot from Skippy onto the person in heaven is vital. I mean, we're not sure if it was heaven. I'm not gonna lie. We just based off where the people were, it looked like it was from double window into heaven. But wherever it was a very important first pick, and Rizzlers have Skippy to thank for that first pick.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
And him to thank for staying on that skylight and getting rid of the.
That is absolutely correct, and it's just unlucky for Taki on the Valkyrie not getting anyone to jump into there. That's a beautiful angle, and I really did want to see it work, but unfortunately no one jumped in, which is, I guess, good.
Battle of patience right over there.
That is absolutely correct, and Skippy seems to be the winner of it because he was extremely patient on that skylight, and he did get a kill from it.
If I did die from that, I would have been like, what the hell is he still doing there?
Yeah, that is that is absolutely correct. But it seems like Eerie's gonna go back onto the Twitch, knowing that that's the Goyo there. Yep, as soon as they see the Goyo, it seems like they take a Flores and a Twitch, which is extremely smart. Flores for those mute drones, if they are even there, and Twitch for those Goyos.
Very, very interesting angles coming out of the
That is absolutely correct, but look at this angle from Necrosis. Are we about to see... Wow, Wicked already gets the wall open. Skippy is already fighting someone and gets a beautiful kill on Batman. It seems like just the matches have flipped around. I think we may have cursed him, Bradley.
Yeah, I think it's the caster's curse.
I think it is absolutely the
real
caster's curse. I mean, we were just speaking about how Batman was just shutting down Skippy, and now it seems like Skippy is just shutting down Batman. Beautiful kill by Skippy, very important first pick as well. It's that Tuberau. He drones out the cage, but is he gonna lose a drone? It seems like 5skin there was struggling to get the drone, but he got it eventually, thank God.
It's one of those lump jumps that they're drawing.
Absolutely, I hate those. The wall seems to be still closed. It seems like, wow, it is almost the whole team. It is actually the whole team.
Now, I wonder if they see this gap and if Vegaro will realize it.
But I mean, look at this angle from Crisscross. I mean, this is just criminal. How do you fight that? Look at that. Necrosis playing very tucked, tight in that corner. He knows that this is pushing him. And an absolutely beautiful kill from Crisscross there. It's a 3v3.
Wicked was unfortunately distracted on the timing over there of trying to ping the diffuser.
That's absolutely correct. I think if he just focused on the person, he would have got him. But unfortunately for him, he tried to get the diffuser pinged. It seems like they're going to try to go for a small bake take. Look at that. Crisscross drones out this mute. Apologies, smoke. Look at that. He's creating false pressure. Crisscross seems to have taken a big part of the map right there.
Beautiful frag there.
Até ele teria rápido mesmo. Teria esse cara tem que
The Rizzlers now know that there is someone still holding in closet. Can they get the revive?
Oh, apologies for that. Apologies for that, Bradley. I was just a pitch invader came into my room.
Pitch invader.
It seems like the security is a bit bad. High five. What happened? Why did I miss the best moment? Apologies for that. Like that's no. My family's asking me if I've gone crazy because of the outfit that I'm wearing, which is just too funny not to mention.
Yeah, at least you're not looking like Gru like you did the other day.
Thank you very much, Bradley. That is absolutely vital to say. But big round from Rizzlers, I must admit. Rizzlers are just here to show that this is their map, and I'm loving it. Skippy is just
definitely bringing the Rizzlers' confidence back over here.
That is absolutely correct. I mean, Skippy and Crisscross are playing absolutely beautifully. It seems like Crisscross just knows his angles, he knows where to peek from, and Skippy just seems to catch people exactly where he wants them to be.
It seems Devin has gone from one of the top fraggers of last games to a more supportive role this game.
5 seconds to go.
That is correct. Okay. This is a new one. We don't see the Flores or the Twitch, despite they being a Goyo. Which could pose as a problem to Rizzlers.
You are 100% correct over there.
But let's see if they take advantage of it or not. See a fight here from...
Get another massive
Oh,
first pick. And he
Skippy
does.
again. Skippy again is just... I mean, he's just vital right now. He is vital to this team. They need to appreciate what he's... Oh! Taki just walks by casually from top of White Stairs and destroys Skippy on the window. But...
Vegaro is very, very happy right now with that refrag.
that is absolutely correct. And out of all people to pick it from, it had to be it had to be Skippy. It seems like he knows where he is. Oh! I am not sure if that was a mistake from Taki's side jumping over or if he wanted to... Was it? It seemed like a misclick, but I don't know if he just wanted to jump over and shoot him. But unfortunately...
Trying to get under their skin over here with that wall play from the accident by Taki over there.
Yeah, I did see that. I won't lie to you.
Mental games.
If Skippy is sleeping, then Crisscross is there. So Skippy doesn't even need to worry. It seems like we're watching a very interesting... Batman is just lethal on this corner. I mean, they just can't seem they can't seem to get rid of him on this corner.
Give Batman a shield and some Jaegers.
And he's oh my god! And just like that, the Caster strikes again, and Devin gets a beautiful kill on him. But does he know he's sneaking up on him? Devin doesn't get killed by disliking. Disliking could do a very hurtful flank. The plant is going down on default. Can the com come out to him and can he get a simple kill on the person planting? Look at that.
Frag there by 5 skin.
Does he hear the Nomad? Does he hear the Nomad? He can... It seems like he can just walk past the Nomad. One person inside. One person out of sight. It seems like he's gone for the hatch.
And
He gets the knock.
Attackers need to protect it.
Let's go over to... He knows he's on hatch.
He knows he's on the skyline.
He's been called out. He's gonna be patient. He knows what he's doing. Unfortunately, the Claymore comes short. Does he have a long angle? He does not. And just like that, he's patient enough and gets Disliking on the defuse. Disliking did his best, but he just couldn't get it. If I'm being honest with you, that was a beautiful play, but at the same time, it was very risky for that person to go out of sight and go onto the skylight.
But it worked out for them.
Skylight. I think
must
if
admit,
Disliking had
if
been
the
a
game
second
didn't-
earlier, he would have been
Yeah.
able to defuse before the person was on Skylight.
Yeah.
But Nomad just
well.
wasted enough time. Perfectly enough time. For the other person to get on Skylight.
Locate and defuse bombs.
And also very good patience there from the Rizzlers to not poke his head out from the skylight and risk getting killed. And waiting at least 2 seconds into the defuse to peek his head out and kill the diffuser.
That is absolutely correct. And ladies and gentlemen, by the looks of it, and the way this match is going, it looks like it might be going to a map 3. But never rule out Vegaro too early.
Yep. Touch wood, touch wood.
Because-
Caster's curse again.
The Caster's curse by strike again, absolutely correct.
Twice this game.
This is the very interesting. This is very interesting. We see the Maestro for the first time in tonight's match. Actually, I don't think we've seen him before, so this should be very interesting. A very tiny rotate, I must admit.
I think the Goyo did pose a little bit of a threat there to the Rizzlers last round because they have now taken the Twitch once
Absolutely
again.
correct. Look at that. They instantly went back to what they are, and look at him already doing the damage.
Immediate going for it.
he doesn't have to go for a cheeky tap, but he does go for it, which is beautiful. I must admit, I would have done the exact same myself if I was on that Twitch. And look at that. The Flores is doing more damage alongside the Twitch. It seems like they love to hold this bar extension, but it seems like... Look at that, look at that. I mean, if there's words to describe this man, it would be amazing, fantastic, lethal, criminal, illegal. see some action going on the other side. And Croesus with a very important pick here.
Five skin, another important pick there on Skippy.
That is absolutely correct. The flash goes out. Crisscross is on extremely low health.
Rizzlers seem to love pushing him through bakery and just
That is
playing
absolutely correct. He's getting shots from that tight angle, but it seems like his teammate is on longbar.
Did I see that correctly? Do Vegaro have diffuser?
Oh, that is
Oh, what a flick by disliking.
beautiful flick by Disliking. And I have to say, oh, Disliking just
Another
goes
nice
for a
frag.
second.
Well done,
I must admit, Twitch missed her shots that were very important on that Disliking.
Let's see what Devin can do.
I think
Played
Disliking.
very well last game.
I think
this is
Disliking
still very-
single-handedly brought back that.
Yeah.
Look at that, they're all patient, waiting in their corners. They are waiting for him to mess up. He knows he's on that corner, but he knows there's a refrag that he has to beat first. And look at that, they almost get
Very good
refragged,
one.
but they just couldn't find it. He gets the kill, he knows where they are. And look at that angle that we're about to see is gonna be beautiful. Look at that. I mean, we didn't even see that from our side, but beautiful pick. Tuberow's DMR just absolutely shreds the health from Devin.
Yes, I think that was a very good round for Vegaro to win, just to bring the score a little bit closer and
That is correct.
give
I
Vegaro
think
a little bit of confidence back.
that is absolutely correct, Bradley. I mean, if it wasn't for that, it would have been a 5-1. Which is just... It's not good for the mentals. I mean, we've been there ourselves, let's be honest. Mentals is a very big thing in this game, and I mean...
100%. And it seems we've been saying Devin's name wrong. It's Divan.
We'll just have to live with that mistakes, but now that we know it's Divan...
Yes.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
But I must
bombs as they
admit,
can.
Rizzlers are just showing Vegaro that this is their map. You know, I don't want to be a one-sided caster, because Nighthaven Labs was clearly Vegaro's map. I mean, you just saw it, but I mean, right now, Rizzlers are showing them that, listen here, we can do the same on our map as well. Vegaro, however, is now on the attack, and Rizzlers are about to defend their map choice. So let's see what they can come up with.
He opted for the switch over the buck and 5 skin.
Which is very interesting because that that mute is gonna be a bit annoying to get past, and there's no... I've never seen this before. If you are with this, I've never seen this before.
I must be honest, I always repel up on that angle, so this would get me.
Are we about to see an amazing C4? Is there even anyone repelling up there?
I think he's waiting for the person who would usually hold that double window angle up into the cocktail.
It seems you might be
There was
correct.
someone there.
They shot it! They shot it! No! I think Taki, if I'm not mistaken, with the DMR sound,
There was
Taki
no
shot it.
explosion, wasn't there? They
Yes, there
definitely
was.
shot it.
Taki shot the C4. What a beautiful idea from Eri, if I'm not mistaken. But Taki was just too quick with those cat-like reflexes and got the C4. What a beautiful exchange of skill. I love that. That is beautiful to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! We just saw a beautiful shot.
That was a very nice shot, and Taki recognizing.
I mean, look at that.
talent.
Taki even recognizes that beautiful shot. He knows that was an amazing shot. I mean, there's nothing you can do
Wow.
about that. That was just beautiful from Eri.
Taki getting the beautiful shot on the C4 to Eri showing him, okay, you get my C4, I can get you back with the.
Absolutely correct. He says, I don't need a
Very
C4
well.
to get that kill. It seems like Crisscross was traded out by 5skin, which is very interesting because Crisscross... Oh my god, and Batman. Batman seems like he's broken the caster's curse and he's saying... Oh, I genuinely thought he was about to throw an ace and a bulletproof cam. That would have been very interesting. He sees the leg. He knows he's the... Oh, beautiful pick by 5skin. 5skin is...
the cam, so they can't see. No, maybe it was what his whole process was.
5skin is just taking up the most amount of space inside of Piano. He's killed 2 people now in Piano. They're opening up. They know where they are. I'm gonna be honest with you here. Rizzlers are not in a good position. Disliking have had a very good... Vegaro have had a very good push, I must say. Sliking seems to have destroyed a lot of things with his Flores drone, but he's still missing in action because he's going to Skylight right now. I think he wants to hold the diffuser. Wicked with the important pick and another shotgun. They just seem to be falling trapped with the Spira, and are we about to see a C4 kill? But no, he gets shot from Skylight by Disliking. Beautiful shot from Disliking. It's a 2v1.
15 seconds left.
They have no time
It doesn't
left.
get much better than this. This is action-packed siege right here.
10 seconds
They
remaining.
are tucked in the corner. He knows where the planter is. If he just goes for the planter, unfortunately he doesn't. 5skin just reads him like a book, pre-fires, and gets a beautiful, look at that, what a beautiful pre-fire. Amazing read, good hold, good plant. Very good from Vegaro. Seems like they are gonna go back right up there again. But do we see a change of players? No. That is very interesting. They are
Wicked-
confident.
I think if Wicked could have got a heal from Doc there, might have made a little difference, but unfortunately I don't think
Locate and defuse
with the
bomb.
player by the bar that killed him eventually, he was holding the Doc so he couldn't get there.
That is absolutely correct, but I must say it's very confident from Rizzlers to take the same operators and the same site when it was such a close fight. You know, I mean, it wasn't the closest of fights, yes, but I mean, it still was a close fight. So I see a lot of confidence from them taking it there again, because I think they know that their plan works, no matter what Vegaro brings to them.
Yeah, exactly. I think that round they know, okay, this is what they did to counter our strat. We learned from our little mistakes if there was any on their side. And now they're going to try do it a bit better. Try adjust it a little bit. And it looks like we're going for a spawn peak over
That
here.
is correct. I was just about to go to Skippy, but it seems like Yuri is the person that we should be watching. The closest gets Skippy. If there's one downfall that Skippy is...
Defender exposed.
If that was timed a millisecond late, he would have gotten the kill, but unfortunately, he decides to stay safe because he knows they're man down already. I must admit, very good pick from Necrosis, if I'm not mistaken, on Skippy. Can you confirm that, Bradley, or are you also in the lost like me?
I'm also the lost like you.
Alright, beautiful. If I'm not mistaken, it was Necrosis that got Skippy. I must say, if there's one thing that Skippy is falling victim to, it's getting picked too early.
Yeah, I was too excited to see if the spawn peak by Iri was going to work, so I did miss the
Batman almost gets C4 over there. It seems like he's taking a chunk of damage. Flores seems to be destroying... Is that gonna get the bulletproof cam? I'm very interested to know if that got the bulletproof cam, I must say.
And it did.
And just like that, they have the same wall open. I mean, Vegaro seems to know what they're doing when they push. They know they have to open up this, they have to destroy that. But at the same time, Rizzlers are not giving him any more picks. They are playing very calm, they're playing tight angles, and they're just waiting for them to get a kill. There it is. We might see our first kill here from Rizzlers. And just like that, Batman goes right out. I mean, right in, sorry. Batman right now is inside of Piano. He knows that it's gonna be playing on... Look at that, he's swinging him from the window, and now there's a person in Piano ready to swing him as well into bathroom. It seems like he's going for the C4 from below. This is very interesting. It seems like Eerie is about to get a C4. And just like that, he's gonna get it. He gets a C4. What a beautiful call out, I think, by the Azami that's currently peeking something very risky.
Very good map knowledge to know exactly where to place that C4 as well.
That is very correct. I mean, I must give it though to Crisscross, because I believe he's the person that gave the call out to him. I mean, listen, he says he's currently in a very tight spot. It seems like the push is fully coming from Piano's side.
Yes, on that it was known that everyone from Vegaro at the moment is pushing up.
He's gonna get the... he might get the kill, because he sees fire. If he was just slightly bit more patient, he could have played in that corner for a little bit longer. If I'm not mistaken, you can destroy that that desk right there, and you can play in a tighter corner, but that doesn't matter, because right now, this guy's just wallbanging everything. He knows the person... And, honestly flabbergasted at what's happening.
Let's just refrag.
Necrosis kills him.
Very
Erie's there. Rizzlers win it. If there was something to commentate about, it was how chaotic the ending of that round was. That was.
But the Rizzlers came out on top, and by the skin of their teeth did they make it that round.
I must admit, that
Yes.
corner in piano is the most annoying corner for both teams.
Yes.
It seems like both players from different teams know how to play that corner, and it always hurts the opponents.
Yeah, Rizzlers struggle to get Batman out of there. Vegaro is struggling to get Chris out of there. Yeah. Take note if you ever need to hold piano, sit in that corner.
That is absolutely correct. And by the looks of it, it seems like we are finally going to see Rizzlers on Kitchen. Which is a map, apologies, not a map, a site that they executed perfectly on the attack. I must admit, their attack on Kitchen was very good. It was flawless, I can say. But
Taki has noticed that they don't have a Goyo, so he's going off of the Twitch to a
Striker.
Striker. Yes, Striker's on attack to help with the breach.
Attackers are heading out to the
That's very interesting. I must say, it's very good, and he's trying to see if there's anyone spawn peeking, but I don't think there's anyone that's going to be spawn peeking. Surely after what happened last time, Skippy's going to play a bit safer. But who am I to speak? Because he would have gotten a kill if there's someone that's just a little bit rushed on that spawn right there. Skippy knows he can't get picked first. He knows he's a vital member. He hears the shield. He's being called out from the Monty. I mean, look at that. There is just a million people at Bake and Small Bake. You got a person droning Skippy out. Does Skippy know that he's being droned? I'm very interested to see. He knows the guy is repelled upside down. He's gonna get... Oh! And what a beautiful angle from Batman. I mean, we've said it here and we've said it before. It's like watching fucking Bolo... Oh!
Just give him a little friendly tap.
Yeah, there we go. It's like, get in there, you know? I must say, watching Skippy and Batman is like watching Bolo versus Shaiko. It's just beautiful. Both of them are talented, amazing players, and they're just providing us with amazing entertainment. Beautiful shot from Wicked here. Let's
I
just...
couldn't agree with you more over there, Suleiman.
Thank you very much. Let's just see here. I swear to you, Wicked is just... he is the worst person to be fighting against when he is playing in this corner. Because he just knows his corner. Look at him. Oh, and I...
Oh.
Forgive me for speaking. Forgive me for speaking, Batman. I apologize. Because he just said, Sully, hold your fucking Peaky Blinder hat and put it to your chest, because I'm going to absolutely destroy Wicked on that angle.
I think if Rizzlers ever watch this back, they're not going to want us to cast their game ever again.
That is absolutely correct, I must admit. It seems like Chris Cross is being droned out by a million drones.
Batman's getting the pick on P1.
And Monty's already inside, creating
that's
false...
their vertical play gone, so they see it's safe to plant.
Oh, look at that. I mean... He couldn't do anything there.
No,
Chris Cross did not do anything. He was held out by a million people from different angles. He was droned. They had vertical play finished. Monty was in a corner turtle planting. There was just nothing you could do there other than a miracle. And it just didn't arrive for Rizzlers. 5-4. 2 rounds for Rizzlers to win. 1 round for Vegaro to equalize.
Very, very, very close game here. Let's see if the Rizzlers can try get their lead back, as they were leading 2 rounds.
That is correct. It seems like now we don't see the Goyo. And but we do see the Monty. It seems like the Monty is a big pick on this map. I must admit, we've seen him a couple of times now.
Seems like the Monty's a big player for Vegaro themselves as well.
That is correct. It seems like Skippy has changed over now to play a little bit more of a passive role inside of sight, because they know they need him.
And Chibarao's DMR is an amazing DMR.
That's absolutely correct.
Wants to be on the other... Oh, and he's got the...
He does?
Hey, he's got the MPX and not the DMR.
Oh wow.
But hey, the MPX is a lovely gun. No recoil, easy to control, lovely to hold long angles. Maybe that's his play.
There is correct. It seems like they're reinforcing and giving them bakery because they just don't want to have to deal with that. The electric is coming. Be patient, Skippy. There it is. He was looking up. He's saying, "Where is that electric?" And it just arrived in time. I've just noticed that there's almost no person to take out the electrics for Vegaro, which could end up leading to them being screwed over.
EMP grenades.
That is correct. If he does not, however, or if Striker doesn't have, then I would say they are pretty screwed.
Yeah. And then Rizzlers have the perfect counters to this. Just freeze. Those EMP grenades do not last long.
I mean, look at Batman just giving them the exact same angle that they had to deal with. He knows this angle is beautiful and amazing to watch, people. There's no one playing in bakery, and oh my goodness, he almost gets... That is almost suspiciously accurate. That's how good that was. Ying is not gonna do anything here. She might actually die due to the Warden playing here. If Warden can aggress a little bit, I believe he can get very important kills here. Monty seems to be tanking some damage, mainly from being shot and the Roonies. The lesions, apologies.
We got it. TK.
Look at that. Warden's been called out that he's playing inside a closet. Batman says out to the teammate. Which is kind of funny.
Have a good sense of humor. Was it Vegaro who also TK'd?
Hold on a minute.
The previous map.
Devon can just go a little... Devon seems like he's chasing someone upstairs. He knows he dropped Hatch. But it seems like... Skippy is taken out by Taki. But Taki is taking a big chunk of damage. He knows there's someone playing behind the shield. He knows there's Vert above him. But is anyone playing that Vert?
Looks like they can try to play off the Monty here now.
That is correct. It seems like someone's playing from a long angle, which is Warden if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Crisscross is just a... You could get the Monty here. If Monty just... Nope, Monty heard him. Monty heard him. That was a good read from Monty. Disliking with a shotgun kill from Vert. It seems like he can't just get the floor to break. He has the call out of where he is, but the floor just won't bloody break.
Not often you see players take the shotgun on Ying, but...
That is absolutely correct. It is absolutely strange. Oh, it seems like... Oh, and Wicked gets the kill. Crisscross gets the refrag. They refrag Crisscross, but it's just too late for Necrosis to do anything and too little damage.
Holding it down.
The shield... I mean, listen, we spoke about Wicked on that angle, and he said... No need to worry, I don't even need the diffuser, I don't even need the bomb chassis to hold it. Let me get my shield here. And he held it even better. Don't get me wrong, he got scolded by Batman the last time, but it seems like he's come back for redemption and he's done it absolutely beautifully because he just gave Rizzlers a 6-4 advantage. So one round is all that's between us for a third map, ladies and gentlemen. We could possibly see a third map, and we are one round away from it. Can Rizzlers do it?
And defuse as many bombs as they can.
Right, let's see what we're working with here. This is the first time we've seen a pulse.
What was the score for Vegaro in the first map? Is it going to be a 7-4 win for Vegaro first map and a 7-4 win for this map?
Is that so?
I think so. Or was it a 7-2 win?
I am honestly not so sure. My memory is as good as Nemo or Dory.
It was a 7-2 win.
My memory is so bad I can't even remember which one of them doesn't have a good memory. It's either Nemo or Dory.
5 seconds to insert.
It's Dory, I remember. Never mind.
Attackers will locate.
Oh, let's hope not to see another TK here. Please, let's not see another TK, because I've just realized another thing as well, is that no team has called a tactical timeout, which is very interesting.
That is true.
Let's go to our main man here, the danger man of this round, Skippy. Let's see if he has anything up his sleeve. It doesn't seem like it. He's going to be being a bit more passive. Let's see if there's anyone else that's going to be playing a bit riskier. That's trying to get a pick. Very risky peeking from Deimos over here. But it seems like Valkyrie's just not going to give him any angle or any sort of advantage. Oh, look at that. Look at this. It's a very interesting angle. That is insanely crazy that you cannot see the head of the opponent there.
Yeah.
But he can shoot it.
I must admit, Chris was very close. I think he did give the little haircut there.
Oh my god, if that Azami had broken a second earlier, you would have seen a perfect headshot from Necrosis onto the Azami. What's it looking like from the... Oh, beautiful trick.
Very important.
I won't lie to you, he's wasting
getting
so
that
much
idea.
time here. He's wasting a lot of time. I must admit, Krisko's doing a bang-up job, but Skippy once again gets the frag, but it seems like he's getting some damage done to him, and he's very low right now. And Wicked once again gets an important pick. Taki gets a pick on Crisscross. Do they know? This is very interesting. Skippy is in a good spot, but do they know that he is dead?
I think it looks like they're moving down.
I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
he pinged him. He knows that he's there. Skippy just has to be patient. Be patient, Skippy. Skippy, you hear him on a drone, and he's gonna go for an absolute bang up of a kill, and he gets a double. No, he's just short of getting a double. But Skippy has done enough damage. Skippy has done enough damage. They know that there's someone up there, and it's just gonna be extremely hard for Vegaro to recover from this.
Vegaro is in a very tricky situation.
It seems like Skippy is just doing too much damage up there.
Calling out for Skippy.
It seems like Skippy just single-handedly won that round for Rizzlers.
Very,
I mean,
very
what a
well
beautiful
played.
round. I mean, if there's one person we gotta give credit to, it has to be Skippy.
Wow, wow, wow.
Big,
That was a
huge,
good game.
huge round from Skippy. And it seems like Rizzlers take map 2. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if that wasn't beautiful Siege, I don't know what was. I mean, let me put on my glasses because it hurts seeing this much good Siege being played. I must admit. Let me just have a bit of my ice cream. Ooh, that's some good ice cream. Damn, they are ready. They are just ready for the next one. It seems like the players are warm, they're ready, they wanna get the third map knocked out of the way. I'm not gonna even have enough time to change it to say that Rizzlers got the second map. That's how quick they're playing.
Yeah.
But I mean,
This is
Bradley, I mean, we don't even have to discuss it. Skippy has got to be the MVP of that second map. I mean,
I 100% agree with you.
I mean,
He
watching
got
him was
so
just
so many important first picks there.
absolutely correct. I mean, watching him that last round just felt good. You know, it felt good as a player watching him just patiently waiting in the corner. He waits for that sound on the phone for the person to go on his phone.
Getting those critical calls from Divan on the pulse.
That is
pinging
absolutely
where
correct.
they are.
That is absolutely correct. We can't
Very
just
good teamwork.
absolutely correct. We can't just sit there and deny him of that. You know, that was absolutely beautiful from him. But I mean, well done to Skippy. We did say the last round that Batman was just the MVP, and Skippy says, "Hold my sugar," because
Hold my beer.
hold my beer. I don't know why I said sugar. hold my beer. I'm here to make a name for myself too, and he did. He absolutely did.
He really did. No, seriously, well played to the Rizzlers. I think they definitely got their confidence back. Some insane flicks from Wicked as well. Very well played.
Absolutely correct. It seems like we're just having a bit of a break until we go into the third map, which is going to be Chalet. We've got a decided map that's going to be Chalet. And Rizzlers are going to be defending first. So the last time the Rizzlers defended first, they lost on map 1. So is that going to be the same course on the deciding map, which is Chalet?
I'm very interested to see how well Vegaro and Rizzlers play on Chalet. I mean, it's a very common map. Most people love the map. So let's see what they can both pull out.
I mean, that's absolutely correct. I mean, and you know, whenever we're watching these two players, I mean, these two teams play, I mean, there's no short of skills. There's everybody in their department is just doing the right job at the right time. We saw a mistake here or there, but I mean, that happens to any human. Whether you are 6 Invitational Pro or you're an amateur pro, there's gonna be mistakes that's gonna happen. But it's the way you come up from them and the way you fight back.
Definitely.
But
this is just lovely siege play from both teams.
I must admit,
Vegaro,
I am blessed to have casted this
same.
match. Absolutely. I mean, thank you also for being my co-host. And I couldn't ask for anyone else, you know.
You're welcome.
It would be nice to see your face, but it's okay. We understand that the
Okay, next time,
stage
I will have
17
my
skin disease
webcam
that you
on.
were diagnosed with. It's okay, you know. We wish you a speedy recovery.
I appreciate that very much.
But I must admit, you know, everyone's telling me I look dapper, and thanks everyone. Thank you very much. You know, I must admit, you know, I've put a lot into this outfit. You know, it's my first ever casting official casting.
I signed this man up for the 6 SI already. Sign him up.
I mean, I must admit, I am so excited for map 3. I really want to see who the MVP of the map 3 is gonna be. Is it gonna be some? I mean, as good as Skippy and Batman are playing, you have to admit the other players are just there as well. You can't just give credit to those two. I mean, you've got Devon, you've got Necrosis, you've got Disliking. I mean, they're just all lethal, you know. I mean, they are playing so well. Like, there's no short of skill from these players. I mean, Wicked as well. Wicked was very important as well. You have to give him that.
Yes, the support that is allowing, like Skippy and Batman and Tacky and Necrosis even and Wicked, everyone, the support that they're getting and the calls they're getting just to be able to get these refrags and get these picks is just it's none other. There's nothing like it.
I mean, you couldn't have said it better, Bradley. And I must say, ladies and gentlemen, one map, one match, one spot to the upper bracket final. Is it going to be Rizzlers? Or is it going to be VE that's going to take it? It seems like some of the players have left the lobby, but it seems like it's some technical issues that they've got to fix. Yep, there we go, restarting because of frames. Alright, so they're just restarting quickly because of frames, but yeah, okay, right, no problem. So they're just gonna quickly make sure everything from the tactical aspect is correct, but in the meantime, we can discuss our play of the game on map 2.
Play of the game. I'm gonna give it to Skippy there in that last round to win the game. I think that was the pinnacle game play right there.
Honestly, I must say I have to agree with you. I mean, he denied overtime, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was 5-4.
Yes, he did.
He denied overtime.
No, it was 6-4.
Oh, okay.
Don't think he's good to, yeah, they need to get to 7. It was 6-4.
Well, for dramatic effect, we'll just lie and say he denied.
Okay.
But no, I think, personally speaking, player of the game for the second map has to go to Skippy on the final round, getting an absolute beautiful 3K because of patience, because of good aim, and because of good game knowledge. You have to give it to him.
I'm gonna give Wicked some creds here in holding that kitchen double window,
I'm
making sure they couldn't get in there.
Absolutely correct. If there was a second prize award, it had to be that moment right there. And I must say, kill of the second map was that beautiful shot on the person. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was
Eerie.
No, Eerie. It was Eerie. Yes, it was Eerie on Warden.
Yes.
Eerie hit an absolute beauty of a shot. From
I mean, it was so good. Even they had to. Commend
I mean,
him
when
for
your
that shot.
enemies when your enemies just acknowledge how good your shot is, you know you've hit a good shot.
Yeah.
And I just love the sportsmanship as well. No toxicity.
Yeah, absolutely
there.
correct. I mean,
skill recognizes skill.
you know, South Africa does need a positive mindset. You know, we need everyone to be positive and love each other because there is a bit of toxicity out there, but we're trying to eliminate that. I mean, at the same time, you know, we're all trying to get better. We're all trying to be good at the game. We're all trying to be friends. We're all trying to have fun, and people just seem to forget that at times. But it's okay because the gentlemen that are playing here, every single one of them has shown absolutely beautiful sportsmanship, absolutely beautiful gameplay. I mean, what a time to be watching, you know?
Absolutely.
Right, by the looks of it, it seems like the parties are ready, so we are about to queue in. So ladies and gentlemen, strap up for map 3. It's 1-1 Rizzlers. The map 2, VE1, map 1. It seems like we're going to be into map 3 now, Chalet, with
I'm very excited.
Rizzlers defending.
Very excited for this game.
Me too, Bradley. And see you guys in map 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on map 3. Apologies, the thing was a bit... There we go. Alright, welcome back to map 3. Apologies for the bands being a slight bit late. We just had a technical issue from our side, but it seems like the Blackbeard is out of the picture. Castle is banned, Jackal and Warden. It seems like...
Vegaro making sure Skippy
Bomb located by
or
attackers.
Eerie, my bad, cannot use the Warden.
Yeah, after that
cheeky
shot...
catch kill.
Absolutely. After that shot, unban the player from the tournament. Beautiful shot by him. He must be living on clouds after that shot, I must admit. But it seems like...
Looks like they're going for a complete upper hold here. First sight being in kitchen, which is very interesting.
That's a very interesting site for people to... I must admit, I've never seen this site being taken first, but I'm so excited to see how they hold it. Because Vegaro are very good on attack, but Rizzlers have proven themselves on defense and how lethal and patient they are, so I'm excited to see what their gameplay is here. Or what the game plan is. It seems like someone's been going for a small peek. He almost got shot in the head though, that's a bit risky. Look at him, he's looking at him. He knows he's there, look at him. Ace is waiting for him to mess up. He's just waiting for him to mess up, but he's not going to. Oh, they know Mozzie's in library. They know there's someone on mezzanine as well. Look at that. Necrosis is gonna be a bit aggressive here. Does he get the person? I don't think he sees him in the corner. Has Mozzie moved? No, he's not. I am so confused. There was someone playing in library, but I can't find him anymore.
Vegaro clearing out library, taking one section of the building at a time.
That is correct. I mean, they're clearing out, they're making sure all the cams are shot. They do have... Oh, and there's the birthday coming from...
Do they know that they still have players in the area?
I believe Fenrir is holding bathroom. Oh wow, look at that. And Skippy is holding... Skippy is also holding piano room with Fenrir, which is very interesting.
Bulletproof cam there. Very, very...
Right next to the deployable shield as well. It seems like a lethal combo. But... and just like that, despite you having no mind, the flashes are just gonna be annoying to deal against. But it doesn't seem like they're acting on those flashes, so they're just going to waste. Unless they have a plan, but it seems like... Is the shield still intact? We can't see right now. I don't know. That's a beautiful angle from Skippy, but unfortunately he can't get the kill. And he almost got killed actually.
Yeah, both just missing their shots.
But it seems like the Sly King getting a beautiful kill, and we just changed perfectly in time. He gets the electric, which gives him an open wall into sight. Just like him with the first pick on the Wicked.
Being reinforced so he can clear out the...
And look at that though, we have a Echo waiting to deny the plant. But the Sly King is just waiting for someone to mess up. And he's ready to just absolutely destroy them from the vertical play. But it seems like no one is. Is the plant going down? Beautiful shot from Crisscross and very important shot, I must admit. He's playing all the way in basement. Devon, the Sly King, gets out the refrag and almost immediately, 15 seconds to go, they have to go for the plant. But can they do it? And look at the perfect flank coming at the perfect time! He almost gets him! He gets a double kill! Crisscross with a double important kill! And it seems like he has enough time, but Echo's right there! Echo's just gonna deny it! He can't do anything about it. Echo denies it. I almost thought he missed it. I don't know why.
I thought he missed that too. I thought it like glitched out or something. It did.
That was extremely delayed, I must admit. That scared me. Beautiful time play. Beautiful play from Rizzlers. I must admit, the Echo was vital in that situation. But you cannot cross out. Which is very funny, because the person you can't cross out is Crisscross himself. Because he was a vital person playing in basement that just was doing an insane amount of work down there. He was just going up from different stays, flanking someone, flanking that one. He was just a thorn in their backside in that last round. It seems like now, gaming, I must admit, if I've ever seen a team that has the most confident and weirdest strats, it would be this team. Unless I play weird and I am bad at Siege, because I have never seen somebody go from kitchen
to bar.
Oh well, hey.
Unless you just had a fat meal and you're ready for a better drink.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Very interesting.
I must admit, I'm a big fan of that. Okay, I love that Valcam. I'm very biased because I love that Valcam. The only reason is because I played but on the other side of that lamp, and I played on top of the lamp actually. But it seems like the extension into library is very big for oh, huge actually. Never mind, not even big, because there are 1, 2, 3 players playing library side. Valk is almost on their own, and the only person holding side is Wicked with a shotgun and the gun that he loves the most, a Mac 11 or 12. Can't remember which one is which. Pops the hatch for them to fall into it quickly. And the Sly King is droning out. Valkyrie could be in a big amount of trouble here. She's getting droned out. It seems like she's going to be having a hell of a fight, but Wicked is there to help her as well. It seems like she's just being pushed by everybody right now.
I am not gonna lie, my brain had a little bit of a slow moment there, and I thought Buck was trying to knife and kill Nomad for a second.
It happens to the best of us, but listen, with this amount of fast game, like I always say, watch out for the Dokkaebi call, because that is when executions happen. I've said this before and I'll say it again every single time I hear that call. Be ready, because executions happen then. And we saw it there with Disliking getting a perfect pick on the roaming Valk. And now he reads. He's trying to tag her, but he's missing his shots with his switch drone. But look at that. He sets up almost a perfect trap for him to shoot her through K9 double. Or mezzanine double, if you want to call it.
Vertical play waiting almost
And it's
2
an
minutes
important
of
play
time
of
for
this. That is absolutely correct. Time has been wasted. Wicked is still bored inside, sitting and looking at the door frames. Oh, it seems like he's got a nice ping on someone.
Very far away from the site still.
Like I say, watch out for the Dokkaebi calls. And oh, what an absolute beautiful shot from Disliking. I'm so confused. Disliking is dead, but he killed someone. Oh, they traded! Oh, what a beautiful trade. Never mind. They traded each other. That was a beautiful trade if you guys didn't see it. He was repelled upside down. And he got a trade on the person holding the bookshelf. Taki takes out Skippy, which could be very vital. The Frostman almost gets him, but quick reflexes saved him there. Wicked is still inside, which is a man that you don't want to be playing against when he is confident and is at the Mac 11. Crisscross, important kill to make it 2-2, but takes a lot of damage alongside it. He still has keepers to block out the hatch. Wicked is playing again right next to a bomb chassis, which he is the best at. He knows they're there, he knows they're there. He misses a shotgun. That was a vital shotgun, but no need to worry. Crisscross refrags him, but you do need to worry because Taki is there for another refrag. That was a beautiful, beautiful display of refrags there. I must admit that missed shotgun shot was the vital moment.
He didn't actually hit him. He didn't actually miss him. He actually did tag him, but didn't get the entire shell to hit him. Only hit his arm. So he didn't take all the damage.
Wow, well forgive me for that mistake, but that is almost crazy that it didn't kill him from the distance that is with the shotgun.
Very unfortunate. I think a lot of those bullets actually hit the door frame, to be honest, with the shotgun spread.
It seems the pellet spread had, yeah, I see what you mean. The pellet spread has hit the door frame instead of the player. Which, if I'm being honest with you, if I was Wicked, I'd be punching my screen right now, because that is just annoying right there. I mean, point blank range, he knows he's coming from there, he's ready for him, but it's just the pellet spread that screws him over. But he just picks up, look at him, he just picks up his head and he says, you know what, I'll take the same shotgun again. He's a confident player.
These players are very good on their SMG-11s and SMG-12s, so...
That is correct. We see a blitz and a multi push there from Vegaro, which would be very interesting, I must admit.
Looks like the blitz is turned to a twitch though.
Let's see what happens here. Is the swap going to happen?
And interestingly enough,
it does.
This is an Oryx to counter the Monty.
You know, sometimes you can't make it up, and this is one of the moments right here. But
Rizzlers finally taking the master bedroom site.
We are finally seeing something that is normal to us, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't know... look at that sneaky necrosis going into Garage.
While his teammate drones him ahead. Very
He's absolutely correct. I mean, he can get a beautiful amount of kills here because he's just undroned. He's in a vital spot and he's being droned out. What a beautiful shot from Skippy.
Play, but doesn't react in time.
I mean, that is a beautiful shot from Skippy. You have to give him that. He shoots the drone as well. Necrosis is just, I think he's unlucky there, but Disliking, yeah, he absolutely read him like a book there. Batman seems to be battling someone on the rappel.
But I think Disliking's angle on that kill on that angle there got him a little bit confident, and it was to his demise.
That is absolutely correct and worded beautifully, because that is what happened right there. It seems like Crisscross has taken a bit of damage, but so is Batman. It seems like the man advantage is similar. Dokkaebi calls where executes happens, but it seems like nothing was done from Vegaro's side.
If Rizzlers ever learns anything from map 1, it's to keep that Oryx alive for the plants on the Monty.
That is absolutely correct, and it seems like Disliking and Taki have taken over mezzanine control completely. And they have made themselves a very comfortable nest right here. But it seems like Valkyrie might be playing for the C4. She still has it with her. Disliking gets killed by Devon. He sees the person there. He can chuck a C4 over and kill him, but he's not going to. He's going to be patient with it. He's waiting for it to beat. He's waiting for him to walk in so he can get the guaranteed kill on him. Crisscross using the dash ability to oh, does he see the head? Oh, he goes for the single shot, but he just misses his head by a few centimeters. And the down goes. They use again. Wicked uses the Monty. He once again uses the Monty to kill.
Replace the Monty, tries not to scare the Monty from walking into that door.
What a beautiful kill. If that was called out. If that was called out, what a beautiful call out. But if it wasn't, then that is just amazing. Wicked is ready. Oh, that is beautiful. That's just beautiful siege right there.
Cool, composed, and teamwork. You can't. There's not much to criticize there from the Rizzlers.
Absolutely correct. I mean, if there's one person to keep an eye on in this match currently, and right now, it would have to be Crisscross. He's currently going 8-1, and he's just dominating with the angles that he's fighting from. He's confident, he knows what he's doing, he's taking the space that he needs to take. And we are finally going to see... Oh, it seems like they've gone back to kitchen again.
It seems like most people, or some people at least, like to think that the basement is not a very good site to defend.
That is absolutely correct, and let's just see some of our viewers are even calling out that it's usually bedroom games and then dining.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting, I must admit. I mean, that I'm just rewatching now that shot from above that Skippy hit on it wasn't Necrosis. Who was it? It was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Necrosis, yeah. The shot that he hit on Necrosis was absolutely beautiful. But the problem is he overswung the door, like you said, and it ended up being his demise.
5 seconds to go.
Seems like the echo has been taken now. They know that they've played Vegaro long enough now to know that they love their late executes. And look at that.
And that's really what tournament's all about. It's adapting to your current opponents and learning their playstyle and countering their playstyle.
That's absolutely correct.
That's really what makes
adaptability
so
is
entertaining to watch.
Absolutely correct, Bradley. I mean, you can't be any more right, because adaptability in ranked. Let's look at that. Adaptability in comp is just crazy good. If you can just pick up and adapt from your team that you're playing, they would look hopeless, as if they're like children that don't know what they're doing. It seems like Crisscross is getting droned out, but they're gonna miss him in the corner. Does he miss him? Oh, I don't think they saw him, but he just played it safe. He is taking out all the drones for them. They've just lost all the drones, and but they do have information on where the Azami is.
It seems disliking that repel, which has worked out for him in previous rounds.
He almost got killed right there on that same exact repel. He knows there's someone playing close. Crisscross once again. He takes a... What have I just witnessed?
Was he out of ammo with one bullet in the chamber and just headshot him?
What have I just witnessed? I am beyond shocked.
I'm also speechless right now.
I don't know if he wasn't called out.
Did Necrosis not hear him? Because... Did I see that correctly, and he had one bullet in the chamber?
I believe he did, and he composed himself. They are gonna TK each other here the way they're moving together. It's just terrifying me right now. Seems like they just pushed in right there. Look at that. Arskin has just completely pushed in. He's stuck in the corner and they don't know. He's stuck in the corner and they don't know. What a beautiful place to be in. Just be patient. Be patient and you'll get the kill.
45 seconds. I wonder if they know that the site's actually downstairs and not upstairs.
He's gonna get killed from the person behind him. And just like that.
He fell from below.
Flawless round from Rizzlers, but all thanks to Crisscross with an absolute beautiful kill on top of Mezzine. And in library, I am shocked at what I saw.
I'm also very
And
shocked,
for the
but
first
well
time
played,
ever,
Chris.
we see a timeout request from Vegaro. Because it seems like something is just not right. And the IGL has to point out something that he clearly sees in the team. I believe they're going to have if I had access to their chat, I believe they'd be speaking about how that Crisscross just managed to get a kill, or how that Azami just managed to get a kill on top of Mezzine and inside of library without anyone calling it out. 8 seconds left.
I think this also is used to reset Necrosis and 5skin's mentals, as usually going 0 kills after 5 rounds, 4 rounds, pardon me, can
That
make
is
someone quite negative.
That is absolutely correct. But at the same time, right now I don't see anyone but the person with the stars, Crisscross, because he's saying that neither Batman or Skippy are gonna be anywhere near me right now. I want to have my moment. He's looked at that leaderboard the past 2 games and he said, I want to have my moment now. And he's just having a beautiful moment.
I gotta give it to Chris.
Locate and defuse bomb.
Even when with 1 bullet in the chamber, he somehow makes it work.
That's literally the case.
It's yeah.
Attackers
Speechless.
located a bomb.
Absolutely. The perfect way to describe it there, Bradley. Speechless. I don't know what happened. We might have to go to the replay in order for us to see what happened there, but I might see the replay and let you guys know what happened. There was 1 bullet in the chamber. There was 1 bullet in the chamber, and Azami just taps him in the head patiently. That is beautiful work from Crisscross. I must say, patient, beautiful, no panic whatsoever. He was just so calm about it as well.
Rizzlers sticking to what's working and holding upstairs very aggressively with 1 anchor inside. And it seems they've gone with the mirror this time instead of me. Oh no, Zami's holding upstairs. I'm interested.
Skippy doesn't like the positioning of that. Did you just see that? The
Broke
shield
shield.
just got destroyed. That's crazy. He's even shocked himself.
Wamaya's gotta just chill back on the snacks there a bit.
But look at that. That's absolutely correct. Well, Maya has to calm down there. But did you just see how they adapted? They instantly said, ignore that, put a Azami there and let's get a move on, which is absolutely beautiful from them. Well done to them. Seems like we see some shots are being traded here between Necrosis.
Seems like Oakbeat knows there's someone around here.
Necrosis seems to have the longest angle in the world on the main breach. I mean, the main entrance. Is there anyone playing there for him? I mean, okay, so right now, usually we had Wicked inside of sight, but it seems like there is nobody in sight. There is absolutely no one in sight right now. They are so confident in their hold. Skippy, don't get aggressive, Skippy. It's happened in the past. You know what to do. You're a patient man, but the Flores is just gonna hurt them. And look at that. Oh, what a waste of a Flores. Taki gets a big kill on Crisscross on top of the stairs, and he knows that there's another person there. And he's just waiting patiently for him to swing. But absolutely beautiful shot from Devon with a long angle.
Great refrag. Ivan making sure that it's not so easy for them this
And
time.
once again, where one man lacks, another man doesn't. Wicked absolutely destroys Necrosis there and stops that God forbidden DMR from getting any more kills, because that thing is just like a hot butter through knife with people and their health. Seems like there's someone on... Oh... 5skin is on the repel. He knows there's someone here, but does he know he's stuck in the corner? He's gonna flash him out. He's gonna repel, but the flash is gonna be probably expired by the time he goes
pushing
in.
this guy, trying to squeeze him out.
And he's just wasting the time of his life. There's 36 seconds left. Could Rizzlers get the win here? They have the man advantage, but Wicked is basically dead. He's so low on health. Devon gets a kill on disliking. He's just a thorn in their backside. They just can't seem to get him out. He gets them off 1 by 1. Finally, Batman gets him. But it's just too late for Batman with 15 seconds left. 3 gentlemen alive. and no info. Skippy kills Batman, which has just been the battle of the tournament between these two. I'm loving the both of them. They're absolutely amazing players, and they just, every time they're on the battle, it's just beautiful siege.
I think Vegaro, in order to... What is TH?
Rehost.
Oh, rehost, okay. I think Vegaro need to take a bit of a breather and just start working a little bit closer together. I mean, even when they are together, they don't seem to... They struggle to get the refrags immediately, and I mean, they had 3 of them there pushing library, 1 from the window, 1 from the kill box, and 1 from the top campfire stairs, and they just could not get Devon out of library.
That is absolutely correct. I mean, they just couldn't get Devon out of library, and let me tell you something, he was lethal there. I mean, they were trying everything they could, but he was just there. And he was telling them that he was there. But it seems like we've had a rehost. I will try and get us the reason as to why. Give me a second. There we go. Beautiful, right? We will see what the rehost has been made for. So just be patient with us here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just quickly see what the rehost was done for, and then we can further provide clarity for you guys. So just be patient with us here as we find out what just happened. I will figure out quickly, but what do you have to say, Bradley? How do you think Rizzlers are playing right now?
I think the Rizzlers are playing very well, especially Chris. He is doing phenomenal, but if I'm not mistaken, Chalet is a defender-sided map, so I'm quite interested to see what Vegaro can do to counter them. In my opinion, unless Rizzlers, which I'm not doubting them at all, know exactly how to counter Vegaro on their defense strats, this game is far from over.
That is absolutely correct, and the right words to use. It is far, far from over, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to acquire the reason as to why the rehost was done. It seems like there may have been an FPS issue, if I'm not mistaken. Or there's been some FPS drops that's happening, so we are going to try and sort that out real quick and get right back in there. But I must say, tonight has just been nothing but beautiful siege. I must admit, both sides have just played amazingly well. All the players, you know, we were keeping an eye out on Skippy and Batman, but Chris Cross just came in and said, "What about me? What about me?"
He wanted his time in the spotlight.
Absolutely, he said, "What about me and you together?" And he showed up. I must admit, I think he was going 11 or 10 and 3, if I'm not mistaken, which is just
10 and 2 at the moment. I think I could be 10 and 3. Yes, 10 and 3.
10 and 3. Yeah, that's just so good for him. He's playing so well. His movement is absolutely amazing. And if we can rewind and see that, or understand what happened on that kill when it came to the the kill on the library when the person just got one tapped. I mean, when someone's requesting a timeout, you know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Let's just say that there was something wrong that they witnessed, and they requested a timeout because clearly something happened there. But it seems like we've gotten an update. It seems like people are coming back into it, and
it's moments like that one tap in library that's the difference between winning and losing tournaments, and I think
absolutely, if he had been a not composed player, like my team,
me, I would have whiffed that. I 100% would have whiffed that and got killed.
If they had
shot him in the back of the neck and not got the headshot.
Absolutely correct. If there had been any other player on that other than Chris Cross that wasn't as patient as he is, I don't think we would have seen that. I think we would have seen absolute panic. He would have gave a sound cue away and would have gone 180 then just absolutely destroyed. But it seems like the rehosting is about to happen now. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a technical difficulty. We will be back and ready shortly. Let's just hope that everything is done correctly. All the players are readying up, and we are about to go in for the rehost. Apologies for that. If I'm not mistaken, it was 4? Was it 5 or 4? 4-1. I believe it was 4-1 to Rizzlers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It may have been 4-1, it may have went up to a 5-1. We'll have to just check about that and then we'll have to confirm because...
Yes,
oh, it's... Yeah, that's correct. It had... Okay, so it was 4-1 to Rizzlers. It's a bit difficult because you have to get the right sites that they played and the right sites that they couldn't play. It's a bit difficult, I must admit. It's just unfortunate that we have to see all those kills for Crisscross out of the way. But we will definitely note down that he was going 10-3. And we will add on, and I want to see how high and how good of a game he's going to have. Because I just think he was playing amazing. But ladies and gentlemen, we are back in it. We're going to go to the live feed right now and go back into the third map. Let's see how this goes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It has been rehosted. It is 4-1 to Vegaro. Rizzlers are still on the defense. It's going to be a master bedroom office site, with the defenders-sided team taking a Frostwormai, Rooney, Fenrir and Mute.
One more round before the switch as well. So I think this round is going to be huge for Vegaro if they can take it.
Absolutely correct. If Vegaro does not take this, it is going to be an extremely strong mental toll on him. And I think that it's going to be a deciding factor for whoever wins this match and whoever goes up to the upper bracket final.
But I think if anyone can handle the mental strain that tournaments have, it's these two teams. They are insanely composed players.
Absolutely correct. You know, there's so many other teams in this tournament, but I've been lucky to cast these two because they have been playing absolutely beautifully. There's nothing short of perfect that they are doing. And I'm excited to see who wins the match. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 4 to Rizzlers, 1 to Vegaro. Seems like the Dokkaebi's back at it again. I think the Dokkaebi's been every single time she's been picked because she's just... Oh, unlucky from the Twitch there. I mean, I've been there. I'll be honest with you, I've been there trying to squeeze myself past those pesky mute jammers.
Just underestimating its range a little bit.
That's absolutely correct. But it seems like... Have I just seen somebody jump into library? That's absolutely correct.
The Damos.
And he just looks down.
And the unfortunate timing
He just looks down. He looks down for a split second to shoot the mute jammer, and Devin says, "No, I'm taking advantage of that." And look at Skippy. Skippy
right now.
Absolutely, and Skippy is just—he lost that angle. He's
And Chris is like, you're not stealing my kills.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna go swing that.
That's absolutely correct, but a very important first pick from Rizzlers. I mean, that's just unfortunate for Taki. The call comes in, the execution always follows. We see Twitch pushing into library. And it seems like Bach is taking out the electrics from below. They're gonna get that wall open. Ace gets that wall open, which is very vital on the side. Just remember, they could go for a half wall plant, but they have the man advantage. It doesn't seem like they have one C4. They have one C4 to deny the plant.
One C4 can kill a whole team, so...
That's absolutely correct. And like I said, the call comes in, the execution follows. We see we see no one is playing piano, really. It's just someone playing around the wall on piano. Wicked gets killed, Crisscross follows him. It seems like the execution is coming along finally for Vegaro. If he peeks it, and Skippy just knows. Skippy knows he can take advantage of him. It seems like he's baiting Wicked. He knows he's on the half wall. There's pushing from every angle. He can't do anything. There's no one on K9, but he doesn't know. Beautiful challenging from Skippy. One man to save them all. Beautiful peeking from Skippy. He gets the refrag. He knows the plant's going down, but the plant's gonna be executed. They know they're on half wall, but they stuck there. Can he get the kill? He doesn't know he tagged him. He looks away. He looks away at the worst time possible.
Defenders have located the diffuser.
This might be very bad for Skippy, and beautiful execution.
Now the turntables on Divan there though, getting the lucky timing on that one round when the Deimos looked down at the right time.
That's absolutely
And
correct.
him looking away at the wrong time.
I mean, Rizzlers had the first pick and they just couldn't. And Vegaro just they knew that if they had lost that round, it was just going to be too difficult for the comeback to be there. But now the roles have
huge round for Vegaro.
changed now. I'm excited to see what Rizzlers have up their sleeve when it comes to attacking. But as much as I am excited for Rizzlers, I'm also excited to see how well Vegaro holds Chalet. Seems like someone has claimed a hydrate, which I desperately do need because I've been speaking non-stop for the past 2 hours and 47 minutes. But like all my friends say, I am literally the mayor of Yapsville.
Yep, El Yapo.
I'm actually the Don of Yapsville. They call me El Yapo. So no need to worry about me. That hydrate is much appreciated, but water cannot be as good as this gameplay that I'm watching today. So
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
big round for Rizzlers and very important one for Vegaro. Skippy on the Deimos. I'm excited to see. Oh, what a risky repel to the middle of the window and library there. It seems like they love to repel. They love playing the. Oh, I hate repelling upside down. It looks so strange. Oh, he heard him. He knows that he's there. He calls him out almost immediately. But it seems like there's someone else that's repelled on that window, which is Crisscross, and he's getting some damage done. Pipeskin is getting some damage done. Dokubi call comes in, and like I say, always remember the execute follows beef. Look at that. Deimos has taken almost the whole. He takes almost the whole of library. He takes out all the cams. He tries to see if there's someone on stairs. Is that his teammate or is that?
Or library control, pardon me.
That's absolutely correct. He gets tagged. They know Wamai is stuck. He's gonna run down the hatch. But they don't know that. He just ran down. He ran down, but he has no clue. Wamai is very low. It seems like the Thorn is strapped behind us. No, she's spotted now. He knows where she is. The Dokubi call comes right afterwards.
A bomb has been located.
They know that he's there. They know that there's someone playing right here. But it's gonna be...
Vegaro players.
Necrosis is getting swung from 2 people. Can he get the refrag? He gets the refrag almost immediately. Well done to Devon for reading that. A vital member... Oh, and they just like that, they got cams, and they have Maestro's cams, which is just so vital. This is gonna be a big turning point, because they know that the cams have been taken now. Skippy is almost insanely patient and moves out at the perfect time. He saw his legs, he saw him punch it, he knows that he's there, but he's just so patient. He's waiting for one person to mess up. He could just sneak down there. He could just sneak right down there, and he does. He absolutely does. He's gonna look away, and he might get swung. He absolutely does. Oh, that is the worst possible timing. Seems like Vegaro is just holding out. And it seems like the battle ensuing in the middle of the smokes right here. He doesn't know he's in the corner, and he gets killed by a random shotgun. He's gonna shotgun the other one through the smoke. And he absolutely does. The Sliking just punishes them with the shotgun kills in the corner, which is absolutely amazing. Look at that. He sees nothing, but he's just swinging it left and right and shooting everywhere. And he gets rewarded for it.
Very, very well played on swinging that tacky and swinging that tacky. Tacky swinging in blue and protecting his teammate there. That's
absolutely correct. And I mean, there was good refrags there, but I think the Goyo almost gave away He actually did. Not almost, he did. He gave away almost every side cam, bulletproof cam, and Maestro's on top of all of it.
That is true.
Which is insane. I think, personally speaking, I think Rizzlers just rushed themselves having so much information from the Dokkaebi hack, but they didn't use it. Maybe we weren't aware of time ourselves as casters, and we didn't see how much time is left. But Rizzlers seems to have a perfect execution, and Vegaro seems like they are clawing their way back up, making a score 4-3, which is extremely close.
One thing I got to commend the Vegaro players on doing is whenever that Dokkaebi call hits, they were in those mute jammers almost instantly.
Absolutely correct. And the Demos as well. The Demos was almost rendered useless because of those mute jammers. And it seems like they're loving the mute and they're taking him because they just know how amazing of an operator he is. It seems like he's struggling to put it down though. There we go. 5skin
Just
also.
each things.
Yeah, 5skin also known as Nate seems to be having a bit of a hard time there with those mute jammers, but it seems like he's gotten it now and is in the flow of it. Skippy on the Ash is always something to watch because you just
Thought he was going to go for an aggressive peek there.
it seems like Dokkaebi is
I think he learned his lesson in that part and not to just
trying to take
aggressively
absolutely correct. It seems like very strange hold from a mirror, I must admit. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, on the wrong side of the mirror as well. So what do I know?
Oh no, I meant like the actual spot of the mirror is very strange. But I'm really excited to see what they want to do. Oh, that mute jammer is literally the only thing saving Taki from being blown up to pieces. And look at that, they just have every operator ready to count. That Batman with an important pick. Batman with an extremely important pick there. Skippy trades the kill right back on Necrosis. I mean, he's just walked straight into that. You cannot blame anyone but yourself for that, because you just walked straight into him. Maybe he thought he could get a pick quicker, but this liking downstairs seemed to have gotten the person, which is Crisscross, that was getting him back, and it seems like Vegaro is clawing their way back up. It's currently a 4v2.
I've lost count. It's another huge.
Forgive me, it's a 4v1. The only person that's left is Buck, and he can't do anything about it because he knows that C4 is going to shred him to pieces if he tries to do anything. Making a lot of noise, giving away his position. And it seems like this liking knows about it. Seems like he's trying to go for vertical play here, but it doesn't seem like everyone's gonna give it to him.
Vegaro still has a frost all the way upstairs as well.
That is correct as well.
Oh wait, they're actually in master bedroom. I thought
They are, yes. I was also mistaken. That's why I said initially the mirror spot was so strange to me, but it seems to have worked for them. So good for them on that mirror. He's fighting a ghost. He just doesn't have the information, the drones, all the time. It's a 4v1 with 10 seconds left. Unless everybody disconnects, he's just not winning that round, and it's gonna be 4-4 for Vegaro.
I think he's mistakening. Ooh,
We got a little kill there.
Free kill over there.
We got a little free kill over there, Devon. Love to see it.
I think Eerie was mistakening sounds from above.
And it seems like 5
being
skins
next to
says
him.
that's for you, Devon. And he says, thank you, I need it.
I needed.
And Rizzlers call a timeout, which I think is a very good and crucial timeout that they needed to call. I mean, it was 4-1, it's 4-4. They have to do something. They have to change their way of playing. It's just not working out for them. Vegaro is just an unsinkable ship that just has no spots of weakness right now in their defense. And they still have a tactical timeout request that they can use in their
And like
pocket.
we mentioned earlier, if Vegaro could counter Rizzler's attacks here, this game was far from over, and boys, it's still far from over.
Absolutely correct. If there's one thing that you don't do in this game is rule out your opponents early. Because they will just come back and punish you, and you will look like a fool. Seems like we got some fans here in the chat going, let's go Rizzlers. I'm loving to see the
Vegaro
support.
fans and Rizzlers fans.
Wow, look at that. Love to see it. Everybody supporting everybody. Very beautiful third match. I mean, we couldn't have asked for anything better. It's 4-4. Vegaro on the defense, Rizzlers on the attack. Winner of this match, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'll repeat this. The winner of this match goes to the upper bracket final, which gives them a chance to go straight to the Grand Slam finals. Who would it be? Going to the upper bracket final. Is it going to be Rizzlers or Vegaro? Stay tuned as we head into the 9th round.
I don't know about iitzsuli, but I absolutely love in tournaments when rounds head to the last match points. Just shows the matchup is just spot on.
Absolutely correct. I mean, everybody wants to see an overtime match, you know?
Everybody loves it. The stakes are
Amen.
set at an all-time high, makes it 10 times more entertaining for the viewer.
It seems like they love to do that shield onto Library Hallway. It just seems like it always works out for them, which is good for them. I like it as well. I think it works out perfectly for them.
You know what we actually have not seen very often on Chalet, which I'm...
Spawn peek.
Spawn peek.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I was just about to say that.
This map is very prone to lots of runouts and spawn peaks, and have not yet seen any of it.
But let's not do what we do best, which is curse people with our caster's curse. And let's see what happens now. Seems like Vegaro have split up a hold upstairs and downstairs. That shield could be rendered useless if that wall is open, which it is, and I believe the ace has a direct shot at any person playing that shield, so now that shield's gone to a waste. They droned her out, but she has no clue. She's as clueless as a duck, but now she isn't. Frost is going for the... They just know exactly where she is. They know she's stuck in that corner, and they're acting on that information. He knows his name, but he's whooping his shots. Crisscross has to hit those shots. He has to. And now the support has come now, and it's not going to be as easy as they wanted it to be, because now we have Taki helping him. I think Crisscross is taking... Oh! What a exchange of bullets there. And unlucky, because Vegaro seemed to be taking over the scene right now. Ram is absolutely definitely...
Vegaro killing the Hippie and Crisscross, two very prominent players for Rizzlers at the moment.
Suban almost got C4. He knows the guy got Wamai, but there's nothing he can do about it. That's a very big range for a Tubarao gadget. And Wicked gets a very important pick on Taki. Punch holes, this is the first one we've seen. Oh, Batman instantly reacts to that. It's almost as if he had a UAV on him the way he killed him. What a beautiful shot from Batman there. But right now Bird's being played above him. Can Ram take advantage of that? It seems like Devon is battling a... He's battling a ghost. There's nobody there except a Legion Mine, and he's the only player alive. Batman with a shred of health.
15 seconds remaining.
With 15 seconds remaining, the round seems to go to Vegaro once again. It seems as that timeout has done nothing for them, because Vegaro has just been dominating. This is almost vomit-inducing. My goodness.
Vegaro making sure that they struggle to get in the building. Kills from the windows, kills at the doors. They're locking it down.
It seems like Vegaro knew they were better on the defense, and they just hoped and wished that they could make the beautiful comeback, and just they knew that on defense they have it. And it seems like they are dominant. I mean, we just went from, ladies and gentlemen, we went from a 4-1 to a 5-4 to Vegaro. If you had tuned in the first few rounds, you would have went to sleep and said Rizzlers are gonna win it.
100%. They
Defenders
looked
protect your
so
bombs
strong in the
from being
beginning.
used by attackers.
I think Vegaro are just stronger at the moment. It's a very defensive side of the map.
But like the first round happened, Bradley, let's not rule out Rizzlers just yet, because we will be fools to our own tongues
That is very, very
if we
true.
rule out Rizzlers now.
They are a very strong team. They can pull out of their pockets.
It seems like they may have cursed Crisscross with that
Rehost.
with the rehost, because he's going 0-4 right now.
It's still technically 10 and 7, going positive.
You know, I must admit, this reminds me of when BDS had to rehost with FaZe, and Cyber was an absolute animal. And look at that, Bradley. We just spoke about it.
We did, didn't we?
And it's right
Fastest
there.
curse is a real thing.
Seems like they're on cams. He spots him. He's just gonna take Garage. It seems like they're defending the side that they don't want to defend and have been running away from Rizzlers personally, because I've seen them not defend the side. But right now, it seems like Ace and Thatcher seem to be opening up. Oh, and look at that. Look at that, Batman. Oh, it's just too delayed, because that witch destroyed the Tubera, which is so beautiful. That's perfect. If Batman had thrown a C4 there, he would have possibly gotten a kill on the Heart Breacher.
I do love the speed in which they are getting these walls open.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the Twitch that's just doing the absolute most amount of damage, because she's making the Tubera null and void. The Tubera just can't seem to do anything.
In 1 minute, they got both those walls open. That's just insane.
That's too big. That's just very big. But can they act on it? Getting walls open does not win you games. Can they act on it and do something?
Making sure that this Tubera cannot swing the breach.
Batman is doing a bang-up job of holding him off all of sight, to be honest with you, because if you look around,
Ivan on a huge pick on Zaki.
that's absolutely correct. I believe he got him from flanking. He was flanking him and he got him. And it seems like Batman is just in the middle of the battlefield.
Rizzlers get the plant down. Now all they have to do is just hold it.
No, they're getting the plant down now.
Oh, they get the
I
plant down
believe.
now. Yes, you are correct. Sorry, my apologies.
I
Now
don't
the
blame
plant's
you.
down.
That's absolute chaos. You don't know what's happening. Ying is just
This
throwing.
boss finally getting another kill.
It seems like 5skin is going for a flank, but it's just not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. There's gonna be no enough time. And he's gonna get killed by the person lane in pop plants. And he does! Devon!
Very
Flawless round for him.
well played.
Flawless round from the bush camper Devon, I must admit. Beautiful round
that
from him.
timeout was something special for Rizzlers. I mean, they were just taking too long to execute in those previous rounds, and I think they realized that because within the first minute they had got both those walls open and it worked for them.
That's absolutely correct. They absolutely... And can I just say, the person, if I'm not mistaken, it may have been Eerie? Or, if I'm not mistaken, it might be Eerie or Crisscross that was on the Twitch, but he was just vital. He shot every tuber out that was thrown and made him null and void. I mean, Batman was hopeless. He threw his things, he thought he had it down.
Tried his best.
And he did, he absolutely did, but he just felt hopeless there, because he just said, what am I meant to do? I swing the Twitch, I get killed from the door. I swing the door, the Twitch is gonna get the wall open. There was just nothing he could do there. He tried his
You
best.
are right that it was Chris on the Twitch, and it looks like he's opting to go Zofia now instead.
But it seems like he might swap to it. We'll see. It seems like the disliking has gone back to his mirror, because he just knows it works for him. He's played it very well. He knows he's good with the gun. It's a fast rate gun at the end of the day. He gets one of the drones inside of sight, which is very big.
5 seconds to go.
Yep, he's changed it over to the Zofia. You're absolutely
Attackers
correct.
must locate and defuse a bomb.
No spawn peaks as we speak. Batman holding library by the looks of it. He's opening up that long angle into library, and he's gonna put down the shield once again.
Taki, very
Wow.
dangerous with that shield.
Look at the space stick here from Grim, and I've never seen an Ash drone in someone. That must be a first.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Ash has droned in Grim. That sentence just doesn't even make sense.
100% right there. Because that accuracy is just deadly, but this assault rifle that Grim has is just excellent. Reach open within the
There's a
first
big
minute
angle,
again.
and what a kill
What a
from Eerie
huge
on
pick.
Batman. That's huge.
I think Rizzlers are now playing at their own pace and it's working out for them.
That's absolutely correct, and Devon
Working out
absolutely
for them.
gets necrosis on the library stairs, which means there are 3 people left and 3 of them are sitting inside. It seems like he's patient and he sees him. He gets the pick. Skippy gets the pick. He's so patient on that rappel.
Very unfortunate on Taki not hearing that rappel.
We have a knock here on Wicked, but he gets rezzed. It seems like he's trying to get the wall open. Don't get killed by your own thing. That is very close. Disliking gets a very important pick, but is it gonna be enough? The plant's going down. Eerie with the hold from outside of breach. Plant is down. Rizzlers are going to make the 6-5 unless 5skin does something special.
C4.
Beautiful C4. Beautiful kill.
Beautiful. Can 5skin bring it back? 1v2.
You got one watching the diffuser and one still out of sight. If he can get the kill.
It seems Chris knows he's coming somewhere from here. Yes, they do know he's here.
He missed his shot and he got
What a
punished for
kill
it.
for 5skin.
But there's just not going to be enough time for 5skin. He's done his best, he's killed everyone, but there's just not going to be enough time. Crisscross is tucked in a corner, enjoying.
5skin played that so well, he just had no time.
Absolutely.
His aim, his C4, those 2 kills, just... he couldn't have done anything else.
Absolutely correct, Bradley. I couldn't agree more. And I must say that Rizzlers have just flipped the script around. I mean, literally, as I say, let us not be fools of our own tongues. Luckily, I called it early because we would have been the fools of our own tongues.
100%. This is one hell of a matchup.
That is so correct.
And I'm loving every second of it.
I would have to agree with you. It is 6-5. One round separates Rizzlers from the upper bracket final. Vegaro's dream could be crushed in one round. One defense, and look at who we see now. Well, she has come from retirement, from fighting riots on the streets of France to battling in the Rainbow Six Siege company. Clash has made a comeback inside of Comp. It seems Rizzlers have got the fans in the chat riled up and happy. They have the fan support.
The Clash just needs to watch out for that Thatcher though, because if that Thatcher has someone like a Grim or that Striker with him. Oh, they went off the Thatcher. Did they know they've got a Clash?
I don't think they did. And if they did, this might be a big blunder. Or maybe they are using the Capitao against the Clash because they feel like it's better.
Burner. Trapper one side and just Burner.
Absolutely, that's correct. And with the Zoff, they might even get an easy kill on her. She's already in action, getting the people outside. She's gonna be a thorn in the backside of this team. I just know she is. If this was a ranked match, we would see people in the old chat saying that you are a wussy and that you don't know how to play the game. But this is comp, ladies and gentlemen.
Anything goes in comp.
That is absolutely correct. Well, except for cheating, obviously.
Yes. Of course. But I mean, 5skin on the shield is the most obvious choice. We just saw how insanely accurate he was with that SMG-11.
That is absolutely correct. And can we just say right now, for me, the person that's just the turning point in this map has to be Devon. Necrosis picks up an early kill on Skippy, which could hurt Rizzlers. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. She lagged out! Oh my goodness! That could not have been... Oh my god, that is just the worst timing I've ever seen in my life. 5skin lags. Devon sees it. He jumps straight in. And the plant's going down. It's gonna cancel it. They've cancelled the plant. They can't do anything about it. It's a 3v2. What can Rizzlers do? And that just rhymed, I just realized. He knows that she's there. He knows that Frost is there. They have enough time to drone him. Look down. Don't you jump in without looking down. He knows that he's there. He knows that he's there and he gets an important kill. Crisscross could be the changing factor of this match. Fenrir is behind watching him. This is big. This is very big. He sees her there. Fenrir is tucked in the corner. He almost gets killed through the soft breach. He gets an important kill. Disliking with a
What a
very
kill.
important kill.
Just the clash to deal with now.
He knows how to handle her. He's being patient. If he stuns her and runs away from her, he can get the kill
I
on
don't think he
Fenrir.
has tons left. I think he's
What
got-
a shot
what
from
a kill
Disliking.
Disliking. And it goes to overtime, ladies and
Absolutely.
gentlemen.
And it took the clash for that to happen. She has to be a big factor. I mean, she literally lagged and still got someone killed. That just shows you how annoying this operator can be. I'll have to say, very unlucky for Devon.
insane.
I mean, he literally, it must have been that Clash called out that she's lagging and someone just exactly came because she
Yeah.
knew she was going to get pushed and she instantly got the help she needed.
And that frost mat is what saved her.
As well, that is correct, absolutely correct. He didn't expect the Frostmate to be there, so distracted
No.
from the ESCOM wrath coming from Clash.
And defuse as many bombs as they can.
Wow. What a game.
I must admit, this is just beautiful. Vegaro on the defense, Rizzlers on the attack. It's 6-6. It's gone into overtime. Who is going to be our winner? And
Cross currently 12
the
and 8.
team that can go to the upper bracket final.
Keep in mind, the team that loses here is not out of the tournament yet. They just go to the lower brackets.
That is absolutely correct. And they still have a chance to meet up in their Grand Slam finals.
5 seconds.
But they're gonna have to have a hell of a hard path to go up there.
Defuse the bomb.
That
There's
small
Forky.
peak almost worked out for Necrosis.
Got a little tag on Chris, but not enough to make too much of a difference.
That's correct. And Crisscross is just unfazed. He's just, alright, let's get a move on. He did a bit of damage. He's not gonna do anything more. Seems like Frost is getting drawn out here. It seems like they're opening the breach. This is very big. This is very big from Rizzlers. Opening up that breach makes a difference, makes a big difference. But is he gonna open it up properly, or is he just gonna keep it one way open?
I'd love to be a fly on the wall and here with the teams.
This is the man that could hurt Rizzler's attack. The undroned, masked bandit inside
Eerie,
of
pick on
Basement.
Necrosis.
Wow. Eerie with a big pick right there. Oh, he knows he's holding the vert. He can give the Wicked call out and Wicked could get him. Is Wicked gonna act on it though? It seems like Vegaro is relying on a lot of vert. Does Wicked know that there's someone playing the vert? He might get killed. Oh, oh, he just moves away. But look at that. I told you, disliking the man that could hurt them. Crisscross with the important pick on Batman. Disliking just, he's gonna hurt them. 5 skin goes out by Eerie. Instantly gets
Eerie
reef.
knows there's still another on solo.
This is not looking good for Vegaro. But the undroned Legion is going to hurt them. Disliking once again could hurt Rizzlers attack. The vert from Taki kills him. Eerie's all alone. One's upstairs, one's down. They are next. And just like that, Disliking once again
Very
hurts
good
them.
angle there.
I have to admit that was a good angle. Is he... He's trying to cancel him out. He knows that he's there. He
Almost a wall bang.
That's very close from Disliking. I must say Disliking has switched on and he is ready. He has made a big impact for Vegaro. I can see he is the sole reason he's kept them in the game. He is their cyber right now.
He is their
Beautiful
Chris
shots.
right now.
Is it gonna be enough to stop Eerie though?
1v1. Eerie half HP.
Oh, that is just beautiful.
Lighting, cool and composed.
Cool and he knows he's been spotted, but he still peeks it and he gets the kill. Look at that. Almost perfectly
very good
traced. Well done from Vegaro there. I must admit the kill that he got on the hatch has given me faith that he was gonna win it. But the person that stopped him from winning was the one person that I said that would be a thorn side in the back of Rizzlers, which was the Slight King. And he is currently playing like a king, I must admit. He's currently going 11, pardon me, he's going 11-3. He's just absolutely dominating right now.
I am still so shocked at the 1-4 lead that Rizzlers had, and now it's a 7-6 match point to Vegaro.
And keep in mind, Rizzlers brought back the advantage. And
anything can happen still. Absolutely anything can happen still at this point.
Well, it seems like we might need to have another rehost because Takia has just left the game. What's going on here? We're about to see. He might have to come back in time. I don't think there's going to be a pause. I don't think there's going to be a technical pause, actually. I remember this happening in one of my games. Yeah, Bradley, I remember this happened in one of our games. They played with a man down. This could hurt Vegaro bad. They are on match point. They need that man. He has to come back in time.
Was this the clash? No, Vibeskin was the clash and he was lagging a little bit. It seems they're having clash issues.
It doesn't seem like there's going to be a rehost.
5 seconds to go.
They are going to go in this with a man down.
Attackers must locate and defuse the room.
Vegaro really have to work miracles here.
Absolutely, and you know, if I was Rizzlers, I'd be so. Oh, and that's to top it all off.
Huge for Rizzlers.
Crisscross goes for the spawn peak. That just, if that's not a mental destruction kill right there, I don't know what is. If Vegaro
I think these teams heard me say we haven't seen the spawn peak and they're like, alright, let's show these casters what we got.
They've absolutely shown you. They've said, Bradley, what are you talking about? You just be patient and you'll see what we have in store.
Oh yeah. Love to see it though.
I mean, if there's two people I want to give credit to in this game, it would have to be Crisscross. Don't do it to. Oh, it's just too early.
A little premature.
Oh, and he gets Batman. Absolutely capitalizes on it almost immediately. I think they know that they have to play aggressive.
Still in the game.
They are still 2 above them. Even if they take side here, it's basically redundant.
Attackers have located the bomb.
This is very interesting. We have an Echo as well to top it all off. This is just going to be too difficult. He's trying to spot the Echo, but he just can't see it. There it is. It's bush camping in the corner. He's trying to get it, but he doesn't get an angle on it because it's been moved. There's nobody inside. It almost seems as it's free. It's a deceiving side. Don't fall for it. And just like that, Wicked gets an important pick on the feed holes. Wicked's been called out, but he's too smart and he moves away. The Vert is still there. The Echo's still there. It's just not looking good. It's just not looking good for Vegaro right now. It seems like Batman is trying to sneak.
Library stairs.
There's just not enough time. There's 50 seconds left. I don't know if they're trying to buy time so the team would come back.
That could possibly be what they are doing. You are right. It seems none of them, they're just sitting and holding their positions.
There's 30 seconds
35
left.
seconds left to go.
If I was Rizzlers, I'd make one person sit inside and just chase them around. They're not getting a teammate back. That's what my thinking is. Yeah, by the looks of it, 100%.
Though, for not underestimating these two and still taking it very seriously.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely correct. You have to give it to them. almost a good kill on the Fenrir. Fenrir sees him, but Fenrir gets downed by
Necrosis on a huge
Necrosis.
pick.
It's
Unfortunately,
a
there's not
3v2,
enough
but
time
there's
to
just
do
nothing you
anything
can do.
else.
Absolutely correct, Brady. There's nothing you can do there.
Operators are out of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you think it's
Wow.
over, it just isn't. Something just happens. Whether it's a person disconnecting, or a person spawn peeking, or a person just going off, or a C4 flying in from a window. And just like
Could we have
that,
asked for a better overtime match, going 7-7 overtime match point though?
and we just called it. That's what the people want to see, and that's what we got rewarded with, ladies and gentlemen. I must admit, it's been an absolute pleasure of a night. The weather's good. The fans are crazy. The players are mad. The casters are sexy. I mean, it's just amazing.
I was about to say.
But it goes down to this. The winner of this round goes to the upper bracket final, ladies and gentlemen. With the drone already gone.
Side that Rizzlers didn't try to defend one.
Vegaro,
And actually, a side that Rizzlers took very well in the first minute, just 3 rounds ago. Very interested to see how this
if
plays out.
anybody lags out now, they are going to be executed. Let's just say that.
I think Chris is back on the Twitch to get rid of those. Oh, we don't have a cage. We don't have any electrics.
But they have a mute, but that's just not gonna be enough. That's not gonna be enough. Unless he mute tricks. That's the only thing I can see.
Mute tricking, one of the most difficult things because it doesn't actually get rid of the things.
But it seems like they're not even bothered with the front. They're just gonna go straight to the boiler. Look at that. They're going straight for the boiler. Look at that.
It was exactly what they did the first time they were down there. Second time, pardon me.
The first pick could make or break the opponents right here, ladies and gentlemen. They've got the
Got Taxi all the
Maestro,
way upstairs.
the Brava is there. Site seems pretty empty. I must admit, site seems pretty empty.
If Rizzlers read this correctly, they can flood sites and just get control of it. But again,
Absolutely.
it's a very dangerous place.
You hear that ash shot, you have to change to her. You know she's about to do something. Devon is taking a lot of damage, and Devon gets killed by 5-skin. Nate with an important kill.
Yeah, very, very smart on dropping the hatch after that kill, making Rizzlers waste a little bit of time trying to find out where he's gone.
Absolutely correct, and I mean, there's the flippin' Twitch full in action right back again.
Being a menace again, yes. I see they got two warriors over
Taki
there
seems to
that
be
he
going up
spotted.
library stairs. Look at how much utility's been used, and oh, look, that's beautiful from Wicked right there. And just like that, the annoying Maestro is gonna be a thorn in the
I've actually
backside.
still got targets to get rid of those Maestro cams, by the way.
Crisscross
he's
is just
done it now.
I believe they might go for the plant. The only thing that's holding this plant, they have no C4s, do they? This Liking is the only one with the C4, and he's not. He's watching the back, thinking that someone's gonna come from the back. The plant's going down. They have no idea because of the noise that's happening right now. The plant's gonna go down. The plant goes down,
Oh, it's not C4 is missed.
and you're thinking, what's the Maestro doing? Unfortunately, the Maestro has been thatchered, so they can't do anything. Crisscross,
Batman with a huge pick on Skippy.
he just can't seem to get it out.
Batman with a huge pick on Wicked.
The birthday is what's gonna hurt them here.
He's on the hatch.
You can't defuse until you get him. But Crisscross knows he's been flanked, and he misses his shot by not by miles, by inches.
Clears the bird. Is there another one that Eerie with the refrag? Eerie!
No ways! No ways! No ways! That is absolutely criminal.
Eerie nearly clutched that!
That is absolutely criminal from him.
There is no ways!
Batman, the most composed. Pressure? What pressure? Pressure's for tires.
Batman just stuck. The
That is
defuse
literally
didn't
the
see what
perfect
happened
quote.
around him.
That's a perfect quote to use for Batman right now. Pressure? That's for tires. That's not for Batman. He just held it.
Batman said, "Hold my sugar," as you say.
Honestly, exactly
I'm
as
gonna
I
defuse
see.
this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
VE are your winners. You heard it here first, folks. I have to put on the cool glasses because what I just saw was beyond amazing. I must admit, that is the most dramatic ending we
Wow.
could have asked for, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly
That
speaking.
That was crazy. We had the crisscross with the one with that library play with the one round in the chamber. Then we have the Batman sticking the defuse, Eerie nearly clutching it. There was just so many magnificent moments in that game. I am actually at a loss for words in that round.
I am, yeah, there's nothing that could have described how that ended. That was absolutely fantastic siege right there. And here you have it, folks, as you can see it on the screen. VE are your winners with the most intense endgame you've seen.
Wow. I'm watching the replay right now. I am watching that.
I mean, I can't. There's nothing to say. There is nothing to say. Everyone played everything to the T. And Eerie, was Eerie the last person alive? Is that correct?
Eerie was the last person alive.
did
Yes, he
his
got that
best.
4K, I think.
He did everything, but the absolute tank of a Maestro just swallowed all those pistol bullets. And he said, "I'm still gonna defuse." If he had gotten off of it, I think they would have lost.
That was a great game.
You could not have asked for a better ending, ladies and gentlemen. I have to admit.